Greetings, dear friends. Greetings, lovers of freedom. I greet every one of you wherever you are watching. I say, Mechukwu Kikabia Monye Primi Henine. Guide and protect every one of us wherever we are. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I have come this evening to preach the gospel truth. The gospel truth of Biafra restoration. And I say, Mechukwu Kikabia, guide and protect every one of us wherever we are. He said, before I proceed this evening, I must salute the leader of indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Okwu Kanu, the Isiafuru Wabo, the nnukwu mmanwụ ikuku a na-afụ anya ofumba na-eme offload. Wee sị nna m ukwu, mgbede ọma, ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, ebe ọbụla ị nọ, ama m na ị nọ n'etiti anyị. When I kenekwa the leadership of IPOB, the Directorate of State, DOS, I say, Mechukwu Kikabia, guide and protect every one of you. I say, good evening from here. And also, all the principal officers of IPOB, I greet every one of you. And I salute our gallant men, the Eastern Security Network, the Agune Chamber of our own time, all gallant men of ESN. I say greetings from here. I greet every one of you. I also greet our able legal teams, starting from Michael Zekome to Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the rest of them. I greet every one of you. All of you are doing marvelously well. I say good evening from here. And I also greet IPOB media warriors, most especially those on Twitter, where I am not active like the rest of them. I salute you all, and all of you are doing marvelously well. I greet every IPOB media warrior, those broadcasters and our comment section warriors. I greet all of you wherever you are. May Chukwu Kikabia guide and protect every one of us. Thank you, my people. Let's go this evening message. Very, very important and very interesting. And I want you to pay attention. If you are joining me for the first time, my name is MAP Ezoku Bundu 1 in Biafra land. In case you don't like the way I talk or you don't like my broadcast, please, it's not by force. You must be in this page. You can kindly, quietly exit to avoid me forcing you to exit by blocking you. But I advise you pay attention. It's not compulsory that you will comment. Just pay attention and learn, because a good listener always pick one or two. Thank you, dear friends. This evening, I will be dealing on the topic, what are they using to hold us down? What are they using to hold us down? These are the topic I want to treat this evening. And when you check the topic, maybe it does not carry weight the way you want it. But this very topic, believe you me, if you can pay attention, when I will bring everything, the whole packages, the whole sauce in this very topic, you will never regret coming across this video. And if you are in haste, please, you can leave, because I want to lecture you. I want to lecture you what you don't know, because many of you think that is by shouting Biafra, Biafra. Not everyone that shouts Biafra, Biafra wants Biafra. Some are on a mission. First of all, let us ask question. The question I want you to ask, or this question is, who are the people holding us down? The question is, who are the people? Before you find out what they are using to hold us down, you will first of all find out who are these people holding us down. You must be able to identify the people that is holding you down before you will now check on the instrument or the strategies or what they are using to hold you down. Are you down? Yes, you are down. Is somebody holding you? Yes, somebody is holding you. Who are the people holding you down? They are the people that don't want you to rise up. Now, let us bring to the wall to you. Let me bring to you the people that are holding you down. The number one people that are holding you down are the British government. And the second people that is holding you down are the Fulani government. And the third people that is holding you down are the Igbo leaders and the Igbo politicians. These are the people holding you down. The British government is number one. And the number two is the Fulani government. And number three is the Igbo politicians and the Igbo leaders. Now, we are able to identify the people that is holding us down. Let us ask again, what are the motive or why are they holding us down? This is another thing you need to discover, because before you start curing a sickness, you must discover the sickness, the name of the sickness, and you must dig deep to know everything about the sickness before arriving to the solution to cure the sickness. Now, why are they holding us down? The British and the Fulani Caliphate are holding us down for two reasons. One, our natural resources. Two, our human resources. These are the two types of resources we have. And the reason why they are holding us down is because of that two resources, which is number one, natural resources. When I say natural resources, I mean the gas, the coal, the timber, everything that you have in your land that you can use to develop or sustain yourself. These are the things they want. Now, your human resources, your intelligence, your brain, what you can produce, what you can offer. For example, the person that built or discovered Google is an Igbo man and is a Biafran man. These are the things they need to make sure that they keep you in abject poverty, so that they will pick you one after the other and bring you to their country and extract your human resources and use it to build their own country, while you keep on wallowing in abject poverty. You keep on dying. So because they know if they free you, you will do better than them. They know if they free you, you will break all the yoke and you will be greater than them. And the only way they can do that to make sure that they ride over you is by bringing you down for you to suffer, subjecting you to poverty, subjecting you to slavery, subjecting you to all manner of things. Now, let us go to the main topic, why I am here. The main topic why I'm here is, what are they using to hold us down? I have tell you the people that are holding us down, and I also tell you the motive of holding us down. Now, what are they using to hold us down? The tools they are using to hold us down is very, very millennials, and is very, very deep. Many of you will be shocked because I know the topic. You think I have deviated from the people they are using. No, we are. What I will bring here is what will shock you. Pay attention. What are they using? What is their strategies? What is their strategies? Their strategies is what they are using. Now, let us come to what they are using. They are using number one thing: divide and rule. Divide and rule. When I say divide and rule, this is one of the dangerous weapons the British is using. And they now lectured the Fulani Caliphate the same strategies. And Fulani was able to learn it. And they are using it now to hold Biafrans down. And when they divide you, they will penetrate you. Now, how can they divide you? How can they penetrate you? Remember, this topic is very deep. And if you pay attention, you will know that you are the one they are using to hold us down. Know where you fall and where your stand is. Because this topic is not what you can just come in and say, oh, no. Now, let us deal with the divide and rule, which is one of the most dangerous weapons used by the British. And there are now what is it called? The Fulani Caliphate are now using it. Now, come into the movement of IPOB struggle. IPOB was formed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fight to liberate the people of Biafra. And the IPOB is very strong. Let me use the word past tense and present tense. IPOB was very strong yesterday, and IPOB is very strong today, and IPOB is going to be strong tomorrow, which means IPOB is undividable, indestructible. How are they now trying to use how are they trying to manipulate you to divide you so that they will conquer you? Now, when Mazi formed IPOB, he formed a leadership called the Directorate of State, DOS, and he said to them, these are the people that will be seeing the affairs of IPOB. Most of you don't know that Biafran restoration, ESN, is not only the what we can use to restore Biafra. There is a lot of work Mazi have put in a place that we will use to restore Biafra. And ESN was formed just to protect the land, not to be used as a tool to restore Biafra. ESN is to protect the land from the enemies so that the enemies will not capture us. While our men are busy, fighting diplomatically, and when the enemies come physically, the ESN will fight to wage war against those people. Now, what are they using to hold us down? What are they using to hold us down? Now, you will say, you don't know. They now look into some people. The British knows that division can weaken any organization. Division can weaken any country. Division can weaken any family. Division is the only thing that you can use to penetrate, causing enemies. Now, the British government, through the Nigerian government, contracted the Gumi of Idu. And they tell him, go and preach division in IPOB. And he is causing the division. Now, many of you don't know the consequences of division. When they now bring out, when you are being used to divide your people, inside you that was contracted, know that you were contracted for this job. But the people you are misleading don't know that they have helped you to achieve your goal. That is the issue we are facing today. And that was the reason Ojukwu failed to restore Biafra. The divide and rule is one of the tools they are using to hold us down. And this evening, I will tell you the results and the implications of this divide and rule. I will tell you the result and the implications of the divide and rule so that you will be seeing it. Now, before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, IPOB was speaking with one voice. Every Biafran under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking with one voice. The moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was captured, IPOB was also speaking with one voice. And the moment the Lai Mohammed say with Joe Igbokwe, they say that capture the head and put crisis. You know, when they contract the person, they will not tell the person. Anyone they contract will not come and tell you, oh, I have been paid for this to cause problem. No, he or she will never let you know. Nobody who is a betrayer will tell you that I am a betrayer. No, they will pretend that they are fighting for you. They will pretend that they are with you. They will pretend that they are 100% with you. Now, the question you ask me, how are they using Gumi of Idu, Simon Ekpa? They are using him to divide the Biafrans and to make the world think that IPOB has a problem or a leadership torsion. Now, the question I want to ask you, let us bring it to start it from the grassroots. Let us start it from grassroots. Now, IPOB was formed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu positioned DOS. And the DOS was doing their job. To tell you that somebody was contracted to divide Biafrans and to cause problem in IPOB. All of a sudden, someone tell you that he have sacked DOS from discharging their duty, from seeing the affair of IPOB movement. What does that tell you? And he is now mounting himself as a leader. That is called division. That is called division. He now tell you that I am now the new leader. The main leader have been sacked by me. And I am now the main leader. And you don't see that as anything. And he starts blackmailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he starts blackmailing everybody just to gain audience. Now, before I will go further, I will bring the update from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through Ifeanyi Ejiofor, so that when I read it, you will be able to capture what I am saying. Because many of you think we are here to joke. No, we are not here to joke. Listen, or let me just go further. Now, after telling you how sacked the leadership, he now hijacked the finance of IPOB. He now hijacked the finance of IPOB. What does that tell you? Put yourself in the leaders in the shoe of the leadership of IPOB. Will you allow any criminal to come and hijack your leadership? Remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly appointed those people. And for those people to be dissolved, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone has the power to dissolve any person or to remove any person or to position any person. Now, the British knows that the only way they can turn the Biafrans people against themselves is bringing division. Then bring out Gumi of Idu to focus the division on IPOB. Then went on and bring Peter Obi to, in the other side, political way, to make sure that anyone Gumi of Idu frustrate and make the struggle look childish to the person. The person will left with no option than to start living in a delusion by supporting Peter Obi, thinking that Peter Obi will become president. These are the issues, the things they use. The word divide and use, the tools they are using to hold me and you down today. The strategies and one of the most powerful weapon the British and the Fulani Caliphate are using today is the divide and rule. That is the very weapon they are using. Today, so many of our gullible brothers are now telling us that somebody is doing it right and somebody who is not doing anything. All of us knows that Eastern Security Network is under the chain of command. IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, formed the leadership, and ESN is another structure inside IPOB. And all the commanders of ESN are under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu led IPOB leadership. So these people, the Gumi group now, are one of the tools they are using to divide our people. Now, when you see some people, they will tell you, oh, I am following Gumi of Idu. You see the reasonable and the intelligent one. They are focusing on the leadership and the following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But those that are mentally unsuitable, those that are not mentally balanced, they are following Gumi of Idu. What does that bring to you? Is bringing divide and rule. That is why IPOB, before I proceed, let me re-echo what the head of Directorate of State said yesterday. In case you missed that explosive broadcast from Mazi Chika Edoziem, let me re-echo it to your own hearing. IPOB has one publicity secretary, media publicity secretary, called Emma Powerful. In IPOB, right from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have no provision. Let me repeat, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no provision or have ever made any provision, a position called spokesperson. No. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't have spokesperson. IPOB don't have spokesperson. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB has is media publicity secretary. Then IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, don't know what is Biafra government in exile. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself don't believe in Biafra government in exile. And the people you see today forming Biafra government in exile, these are the people who the British and the Fulani Caliphate are using to divide our people, to make sure that there is a divide and rule in our land, so that it will enable the Fulanis to penetrate Biafrans, so that it will enable the Fulanis to enter our land. Now, they contracted the so-called autopilot and tell them, continue using the name of IPOB and say you autopilot. Say that you have two factions. You led this group and the other group is for the US. Knowing fully well that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be a leader of two groups. Knowing fully well that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot sanction any group to be using IPOB. Know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already distanced and disassociated himself from all this group. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only have and recognize only IPOB. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the person who introduced command and control. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu introduced obey before complain in IPOB. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot destroy that in his own absence, knowing the consequences. Now, for me, before I continue further, let me bring out what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said today. I will explain it before I will continue with this movement. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, pay attention to what I am saying here. Now, this is coming from Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Update on our today's visit to our indefeatable client, Oyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the DSS headquarters, where he is still being illegally and unconstitutional detained in solitary confinement. Now, we visited Onyendu today at the headquarters of the Department of the State Service, DSS, Abuja, to provide him with update on our relevant filings before the Supreme Court, as well as brief him on other pertinent legal briefings. During our discussion today, Onyendu reviewed partial compliance with his rotten medications, though still not administered as medically prescribed. Yet, Onyendu is still being denied access to his personal physician. Furthermore, Onyendu directed me, pay attention at this very point. Onyendu directed me to issue the foregoing statement. Pay attention. Onyendu directed me to issue foregoing statement, meaning that Onyendu instructed me to make this statement. Because if Onyendu is to be outside, he will make this statement by himself. But since Onyendu is not outside, he instructed me as his lawyer to make this statement on his behalf. Ifeanyi Ejiofor is not making this statement because he is Onyendu lawyer. No. Ifeanyi Ejiofor is not making this statement because he is an educated man. No. But Ifeanyi Ejiofor is not making this statement because he is in a position to make it known. But Ifeanyi Ejiofor is making this statement because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instructed him to make this statement. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ordered him to do this work. And if he refused to obey that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu order, definitely Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will remove him because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu employed him for that service. Now let us go to the statement that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, instructed him to make. One, that the critical times call for the greatest circumspect among his followers, because the enemies are relentless, exploiting the vulnerable to sustain their status quo, and further blackmail the IPOB, a blind led by Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is a peaceful self-determination movement. Do you underline that? Do you understand what he said here? Let me explain, because that is why I am here. I will explain that because most of times our able barrister, this one is for you, they break the English down because most of us agala more English. So now because on some autopilot, they will not understand what he said there. To be honest. So pay attention, let me explain it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said in this critical time, he said to his followers, he said that the enemies is using those that are vulnerable, those that are weak, those that are not mentally tough. The enemies, who are the enemies? The autopilot, the Nigerian Fulanese government, the British are using these people to blackmail him. They are trying to make Biafra land unbearable, so that when they commit havoc or when they go into kidnapping, they can use it to charge Onyendu, because they have checked there is nothing they can use to hold Onyendu. Now they are using you people to blackmail IPOB. Who are blackmailing IPOB? For example, when Double Lion was kidnapping in Uli, in Ihiala local government, he was using Eastern Security Network, ESN, knowing fully well that ESN was formed by Onyendu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the commander of ESN. Now, if Double Lion working under Simon Ekpa can be kidnapping and doing all those things, and the Nigerian government can use it to hold Onyendu, because that is a crime. Another one is Gaius, the one-man squad that is cooling his head now in DSS custody. I don't want to post the details or everything I get about him, because he's paying me that men that's supposed to stand gallantly for our freedom are now engaging themselves into criminal. Now let us go to the second point. Pay attention to the second point. Onyendu has a hard stance in condemnation of crimes and the dissidents Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor for nebutu line English and all the okpolo. Many of you, when you say dissidents, first of all, what is dissidents? Dissidents is spelled let me look at DISSIDENTS. Dissidents. What is dissidents? Dissidents is the act of working in another policy to bring another person down. Let us contact our Google before I will make a mistake. Let me contact encyclopedia, so that he will bring the full meaning. What is the dissidents? Now, a person who opposes official policy, especially that of authoritarian state, a person who opposes policy. Now, in IPOB, who is opposing the policies of IPOB? Who is opposing the law, the rules of IPOB? Before you will think, look at it there. Now, in IPOB, who is opposing IPOB policy? Who is opposing the command and control of IPOB? Are they not the autopilot who are saying they are not going to take order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who are the people who is now telling you that the leadership is a criminal? Who are the people attacking IPOB leadership? When they tell you opposes policy, person who opposes official policy, person who opposes official policy. Thank you, Michael Ezaka. That is, thank you, because they think I did not go to Google. That is coming from encyclopedia. Encyclopedia. Now, who is opposing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB policy? Simon Ekpa, the Gumi of Idu, and every member of Autopilot. What are the IPOB policy? Anything Chike Doziem says goes. Chike Doziem and the DOS do everything. When they give you order, you do it. If you refuse to do it, they remove you. IPOB is a non-violent movement. IPOB is a peaceful movement. Who are the people trying to turn IPOB movement into violent? These are the Gumi of the group. So you understand what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I say Ebu Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor because age is not too much grammar. We're not so like people when we can now water because Obloma do need them the time you got to encyclopedia. Most especially the autopilot don't even know how to find some words on encyclopedia. Even many of the autopilot dictionary, they cannot find words on it because they are not educated to that extent. The only thing they educate them is come on, buy this phone, just type mumu, mumu. Just write MOU. When you check their comment section, what you will be seeing is MOU, because that was what they lectured them. Not many of them don't know how to use phone, not to talk of a smartphone. You make a table on your autopilot iPhone or Nani or my own. Now, second, let's go to the second thing. Okay, that's where we are. Onyendu has had stance in condemnation of crime and dissident, which means Onyendu have condemned Simon Ekpa, condemned autopilot, and distanced himself from it. Because many of you have what here the grammar. Since the word Onyendu have distanced himself from the people named DOS attack, which means Onyendu have distanced himself from Simon Ekpa, who is doing the opposite of what the leadership, what the authority of IPOB says. That is what the dissidents mean. Now, let's continue. And he reiterated that he has never condoned nor supported criminality of any form. Hence, the criminal elements who are involved in making lives unbearable to our people should be immediately fished out and dealt with as such. They have no place in IPOB peaceful self-determination movement. Did you hear that? Onyendu say that those that is using IPOB, especially those that have now making the lives of Biafrans who he is trying to liberate unbearable, that those that are committing crime in Biafra land should be fished out and be dealt with, send them to judgment. This is coming from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, and this is why I am explaining all these things to you, so that you will understand the stand where the position where you are standing today. The third, that the general public and indeed IPOB should be notified in unmistaken terms that nobody is receiving any instruction from Onyendu for the purpose of encouraging dissident behavior. Onyendu repeated the same word again, dissident behavior. Like Gumi will tell you people, what you don't know is bigger than you. When he said that word, some of you will think that Onyendu is somehow encouraging Gumi somewhere or to continue. Or Gumi is passing from one corner to be sending message to Onyendu, or Onyendu is support of anything. In this message, ordered by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that in no way he is supporting any person opposing his policy or the policy of IPOB or the policy of the movement. That Onyendu did not send or encourage, not even 1 minute, to anyone who opposes DOS, who opposes Chike Doziem, who opposes Tony Zurumike, who opposes Mazi Chinasa Nworu, and the rest of them. Onyendu is against it. And once you are against IPOB policy, Onyendu is against you. What does that mean? It means that every autopilot bingos are working against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Onyendu is telling you right here through Ifeanyi Ejiofor, so that you will pay attention. So that you will pay attention that Onyendu did not encourage anyone to do that. So the Gumi of Idu, aka Simon Ekpa, Onyendu have distanced himself from it because he is evil. Now let us continue. Where do we stop? Let me start afresh. That the general public and indeed Umu Chineke should be notified in unmistaken terms that nobody is receiving any instruction from Onyendu for the purpose of encouraging dissidents behavior and accordingly disassociate himself from any person or persons who is what the fuck? The thing up here. Let me bring it back. Let us down just a minute. Look at it. The thing you have here. What let's continue. I will take me back. Number 3. Now deal with them. Now let me start from number 3 once again. That the general public and indeed Umu Chineke should be notified on mistaken terms that nobody is receiving instruction from Onyendu for the purpose of encouraging dissident behaviors and accordingly disassociate himself from any person or persons who is mischievously feeding the public with such blatant falsehood. Onyendu stressed that he has since made his stance public, which position is very clear, contained in a viral short clip recorded during one of his appearances in court. Now, like what I just said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still talking through Ifeanyi Ejiofor that he did not send Simon Ekpa to go against IPOB policy, that he did not send Canon Takane to attack Chike Doziem, that he did not send a fake prophet to go against IPOB leadership, that he did not send any autopilot members to start attacking his own policy. So if somebody is telling you that he received information that you should engage in subordination, that you should engage yourself in misbehavior, somebody is telling you that Mazi Nnamdi can't send him, he through this one or through this one, that he did not send any person to go against the IPOB policy, which the Mazi Chike Doziem is seeing the affair. Now let us continue. Number 4, Onyendu reiterated his call for total calmness in the entire Southeast region, and particularly queried the mental state of those who are relentlessly waging war against his people, the very people he had sworn to protect and make life better for. Did you see that? Did you hear? Onyendu is questioning your mental state. I want to burn INEC. Onyendu is questioning your mental state. I want to burn a pipeline. Onyendu is questioning your mental state. I want to go and kidnap. Onyendu is questioning your mental state. Onyendu naju ijikwanyagi. I am proudly autopilot. Onyendu is asking, are you normal? You are autopilot. Onyendu is asking, are you okay? This is the question Onyendu is asking you. Do you understand it? Now, number 5. Onyendu's movement was founded on a peaceful bedrock in a consonance with the universally recognized right of indigenous people of self-determination as clearly encapsulated under the extant law. Did you hear that? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that he will restore Biafra through law. That is why he's following political solution. That is why he's following them through their own law, through the law court, which is the legal process. That is why he hired a lot of lawyers. Mike Ezokome is there, Barrister Jofo is there, Bruce Fenn is there, with so many of them that we don't even know their names, but they are there. Mazi knows what he wants. Did you do it? I will not respond to comments, but let me respond to this guy. Chukwudi Obioma, you are right that like you said, everyone has the right to do something with his or her name. You don't sell your brand with somebody's name. 100% correct. Now, what he means that if you want to fight for freedom in your own policy, create your own organization. For example, Innocent Oji don't want any peace movement. He created Biafran National Guard, BNG. No, but I cannot tell him how to run it because he is the founder and the leader. So if Yogumi knows that he has a roadmap, let him create his own. That is why what Chukwudi Obioma said is 100% correct, and I concur with him. So thank you for that. Let's continue. Now, the 6th, the activities of dissidents. These dissidents, they are repeating. Go and ask Simon to make a broadcast. Explain to Autopilot what is dissident and why Onyendu keep on repeating it. This is a dissident, which is somebody who opposes policy. Let me bring it out. A person who opposes official policy, especially that of an authoritarian state, remember what they are using to hold us down. That is divide and rule. And the divide now is coming from Simon Ekpa, who is now using what Onyendu called dissident to divide us, to make sure that he caused confusion among the Biafrans, trying to play the role, the script, the Fulani bandit and the British give to him. Pay attention as we are going down. That the activities of dissidents, marauders, who engage in criminal activities have further embodied the bloodthirsty and the untrained Nigerian security agent to unleash unimaginable terror on innocent people of the Southeast region. This is very important. In case you are watching me, go to Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor page. Just copy that number 6 line. Write it out. Tell Gumi of Idu to explain it. Now, what did this number 6 say? Is the people who are operating outside IPOB is what make the Nigerian soldiers, untrained terrorists, to invade Southeast. That is what you see happening in Abia State. That is what you see happening in Uli for more than 5 days. Uli is under attack. Ihiala, Uli under Ihiala local government is under attack, not was, because Simon Ekpa want to operate outside IPOB. He want to burn INEC with his criminal gang, and that have bring the army to the east to start killing people, innocent people, because you want to oppose the leadership of IPOB, because you are power monger, because you want to take over, because you have told us that the US are not doing it. You want to do it. What you don't know is bigger than you, Simon Ekpa. Now, Onyendu is making it very clear to them. Pay attention. The way Onyendu, you think Onyendu will come out and be happy that Simon has caused the lives of thousands of Biafrans. Each and Onyendu pota, okubalo gaka, need out of your negligence, out of your ignorance, we share his people, the people he is suffering to protect, the lives and properties Onyendu is suffering today. You are destroying them. So that you want to render DOS useless, so that the people will start disassociating themselves from DOS. Because of that, you now choose to destroy Biafrans, to kill many Biafrans, but you never knew that you cannot destroy Biafra. Now let us continue. All the very simple. In conclusion, Onyendu remind Umu Chineke not to note that the successive landmark victories he recently recorded in the various courts of competent jurisdictions against the federal government of Nigeria, FGN, in bracket, may not have gone down well with his traducers, including the federal government. Hence, he insisted that all hands must be on deck to enable Sana's mind to identify the real enemies in our midst and those being used by the establishment to try to implicate or blackmail him. Do you understand it? From every indications, it is very likely that a date will soon be designed at the Supreme Court of the Zoo for the hearing of Onyendu's appeal against the order staying the execution of his judgment. We will not hesitate to inform Umu Chineke through approved channel once date is given. Onyendu urged Umu Chineke to maintain maximum restraint and never to lose sight of the main reason why he is currently undergoing persecution. Onyendu was particularly delighted by the news of your peaceful conduct and consequently encourage you all to always keep your eyes on the ball, as well all can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you all, Ezigbo Umu Chineke, and remain blessed. We knew, signed, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor, ESQ, KSC, IPOB's lead counsel, 10th November 2022. That is today. Now, it's very clear. Dissident means somebody, a person operating outside the policy, opposes a state policy, organization policy, that is IPOB policy. Dissident. Simon Ekpa is operating outside IPOB policy, and he is opposing everything Mazi Chike Doziem have said. He is opposing everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said. He is opposing everything IPOB leadership want to do. He want to cause catastrophe. He want to cause anarchy in Biafra land, so that will attract the military to massacre our people. How can somebody come out on a live channel like this and tell you that he will start burning INEC with empty bare hand? He will start burning pipeline. What do you expect? That is a clear invitation to vindicate the killings of Biafrans, to make the killings of the indigenous people of Biafra in their own land be vindicated, so that he is exonerating the Nigerian army. When you ask Nigerian army will tell you that those they are killing are the people who want to burn INEC. The Nigerian army is protecting INEC, but all of you cannot understand this. This is the clear script Gumi is playing. He will tell you that he want to burn a pipeline. What does pipeline has to do with your freedom? That is to make sure that when you ask Nigerian army, why are you shooting innocent people? They will tell you that they shoot them. They are about to bomb pipeline. Then it is their duty to protect the pipeline. Yes, you see it. Gumi is now exonerating Nigerian army, and most of you don't understand this because you are low in thinking. The people that is following Gumi are very low in thinking. Now, the divide and rule. Take a look at, they are dividing them today. Why do British always apply this divide and rule? They apply it is because that is the only weapon you can use to weaken any person. Now, for example, the Gumi now, he knows fully well that he cannot destroy IPOB. What is he doing? He will now deceive some people. For example, he deceived Double Lion. Where is Double Lion today? No matter how strong you are, that is why you are singing as you cannot break it. But when he brings one Aziza like this, you can break it. But when you see the bunch of a broom, you can't break it. Now, then Gumi of you, his duty is to lure you out and make sure that the enemy can kill you, because that is the divide. If he bring you out, they will kill you, because there will be no more the other people gathering you, protecting you. You will be alone. You will be thinking that there is somebody somewhere to help you, but nobody, because they have lured you out. You are alone. You will never know that you're alone. Don't expect Gumi today. It's like one of us is telling us that the letter wrote is not by Emeki Hedio. No, a criminal can never tell you that he's a criminal unless he's captured like this. Now, Double Lion was lured out. Where is Double Lion today? They killed him because that is the weakness. They have divided him, divide and conquer. Now, Baby Bush, where is Baby Bush today? They lured him out. They killed him. Where is the one called Buhari? Where is him? They lured him out. They killed him. Where is Njenje? They lured him out. They killed him. Where is Jaja of Pobo, whatever? They lured him. They killed him. They will be bringing you small, and they will be killing you. Day before yesterday and yesterday, like what I posted, I said, why are they not posting the result of their woto? Because they collected woto. Remember when Gaius, where is Gaius today? One man squad. They lured him out. Where is him today? That is the strategies they are using, because when you are alone, you can easily be captured. Now, let me give you this example. If a Double Lion, Njenje, Gayos, Buhari, Baby, if these people have not listened to Simon Ekpa, and these people are together as there was before, do you think that anyone can come to penetrate them and kill them? Do you think that the Nigerian police or soldier can overrun like Double Lion, Baby, and the rest of them? No, because they will apply that force, the non-divine. It will come together. But Gumi knows exactly what he's doing. And he lured them one after the other. He did not convince them once. He bring them. And once you question him, he will kill you. Now, inside last week, Innocent Orji come out publicly to say that he is not alliance with Gumi of Idu. What happened? Gumi gets angry and directed Nigerian soldier to his camp. He escaped death and one of his men died. That is why I tell you, what are the tools are they using to hold us down? Divide and rule. If there is no Simon Ekpa, IPOB, Biafra land will be speaking with one voice. Nobody will be listening to P2B. Simon Ekpa made P2B to have the followers he has today, because Simon Ekpa used his platform to make the struggle look like it's just a joke, it's childish. This one will be speaking here, this one will be speaking here, this one will be giving order, this one will be giving counter order. That is divide and rule. And you that is following him, you that are following them, all of you are the people. Now let us go to Innocent Orji. And you see the mind game they are playing, because I am here to reset most of you, your memories. I'm here. Just a minute, I'm coming. I'm here, just a minute, I'm coming. So that I will put things in order. No retreat, no surrender. Just pay attention. We are going somewhere. I am taking you to a place because you will understand why I am Ray Innocent Orji. Type it, Ray Innocent Orji. Let us go to Ray Innocent Orji, to what he posted, and the useless Gumi commented. Now, this is Ray Innocent Orji in his page. The mind game they are playing. Remember, the topic is, what are they using to hold us down? They are using divide and rule to hold us down. And the people who have made themselves the willing tools to be used to divide us are Simon Ekpa, Peter Obi, Innocent Orji, and so many of the Igbo leaders and the political leaders. These are the people they are using to divide our people. And our people cannot understand it. Now, after the attack on Innocent Orji, let me read from Innocent, because he thinks he is smart. He wrote a very long something, but I will read all of them. And after I read it, I will lecture him. We make our lives and mission harder. We show a great divide. Ndi Ichie are not happy with us. We laugh and celebrate when our own is attacked. We do this as if we are not on the same mission. We all want Biafra, and we are supposed to be united in this singular purpose. This shows that most of us that shout Biafra are only here for something else. I am convinced we shall all unite and fight this together. We shall all unite under the National Army of Biafra, that is a NAF. We shall fight as an individual. Army and the victory is guaranteed. ESN camp was invaded. He never said his camp, but the camp that was invaded was his own camp. Now, he did not tell the people it's his own camp, but that is not where I am coming. This is mind game, emotional game. Pay attention. ESN camp was invaded in Ohafia, and our own lost their lives because the ESN has camouflage. Our very own Biafrans began to celebrate that the enemy soldiers have successfully invaded and killed Biafran soldiers. I am shocked because we have no shame anymore. I am not aware this divide has eaten this deep into us. I am only being aware of it now. How then can we successfully defend Biafra without the support of you? Or permit me to ask, do we really want Biafra? I couldn't sleep since the day before yesterday morning. I got a tip. I got a tip of that the ESN camp was about to form. We couldn't have moved to Abia on Tuesday night to defend this camp, but we had no healers van or truck to make the move. I had to ask God why he made this mission so hard and painful for me. I had to ask God why he brought Biafra back without giving us men to help defend it. Ordinary mobility. To all of you that rejoice and celebrate, may God bless you. May you live long. The will of God upon Biafra shall be done. The will of God upon BNG shall be done. Above all, Biafra shall be sovereign state. Lastly, it is time to unite, and I will soon open portals for recruitment. Army is army and owned by nobody. Biafran National Guard is an opportunity for all of us to serve our father. And I am a general. BNG need more generals, major generals, captains, and more and more. All these generals, etc., will occupy a seat in a Supreme Military Council of Administration. The Supreme Military Council of Administration is a decision-making body. Make this open to tell even ESN commanders and the other commanders of all other groups that military is regimented and shall recognize leadership of different groups. Military training and indoctrination is the way or identity of a soldier. Now, I believe you have listened to Innocent Orji. Innocent Orji said that the camp that was invaded was not his camp, and he said that he got the information that according to him, say ESN. He said it was ESN, but he could not join because he has no van. But we saw Innocent Orji on a convoy stealing biscuit on a petrol station with a convoy with more than 5 motors. Where are they? We saw the same Innocent Orji with a pickup healers displaying knockout inside bush where the army raided. And he cannot have the healers to rescue his own brother. This is what we call hypocrisy. Now, Innocent Orji say he never knew that we are divided. Now, let me ask Innocent Orji, because Innocent Orji is a matured man who I assume that he knows what is good and what is bad, who I also assume that he knows what is organization and how organization is being run. Now, Innocent Orji has a conversation with Simon Ekpa. The question I want to ask Innocent Oji, on what umbrella did Simon Ekpa come to you? And on what umbrella, who is Simon Ekpa representing before you has a meeting with him, before he send you money in August? Since you never know that you think you are wise, and you say you know what you are doing, didn't you ask Simon Ekpa, are you a member of IPOB? Why didn't you ask him? Why did you go into alliance with Simon Ekpa using the name of IPOB Autopilot, knowing that there is nothing like IPOB Autopilot? What seed are you sowing? Now, didn't Innocent Oji know that Simon Ekpa is not a spokesperson of IPOB, that IPOB don't have a spokesperson? Didn't Innocent Oji know that Simon Ekpa is not IPOB representative? Didn't Innocent Oji know that Simon Ekpa is not in charge of Eastern Security Network? So what prompted Innocent Oji to go into alliance with his Gumi of Idu, coming out to deny it when there is no more money? Why? Because Innocent Oji, you contributed. Innocent Oji is hiding. You contributed in causing division among Biafrans, because you know fully well that IPOB is one, and IPOB is under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and any person who want to do anything with IPOB must follow due process. There is a procedure you can deal with IPOB, and that procedure is the DOS, Directorate of State, who sees the affairs of IPOB. But you, Innocent Oji, you ignored the leadership, and you went and formed alliance with an ordinary criminal. And you want, when you are under attack, you want the IPOB to come for your intervention. No, things are not done like that. Things are not done like that. That is, you aided the British government with the Fulani Caliphate to cause division. Because you could have asked Simon, what is the name of your group you are leading? But I saw your statement when you were saying you have right to work with whoever you want to work with, because the money was coming in. Ego na abata. Now you are lamenting, crying foul. And you say you never know that we are divided. You say you never know that we are divided. How will you know? How will you know? When you see that the whole Biafrans, all the Biafrans are under the command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you went ahead and formed a BNG. What was your purpose of forming BNG? To be shouting united this time? Why didn't you join ESN under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu command, and they drop all this nonsense you are doing, so that you will take order where the order is supposed to be taken? Why? Why didn't you say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have what it takes to restore Biafra? Let me take this my effort and support you. But your criminality did not allow you to do that. Now that Gumi of Idu have happened to you, you are lamenting, you are crying. Who are you crying to? Who are you crying to? You never know we are divided. And you know that Eastern Security Network are in charge of our bush. You carry 80 boys, they parade as Biafran army. You say, do you know the meaning of the army? Do you know how many battalions that made up army? Do you know how many commanders and generals that made up army? Do you know what it takes to form a country's army? Do you think that army is formed by 8 people? Is it that your 8 people you will use to face 82 battalion Enugu division? Now, when somebody who is ignorant of the activities that is happening in Biafra will come across this article you wrote, he will think that you are genuine. He will think that you are calling for unity. When you went to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's compound, what is the statement? What was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said to you? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said to you that he had been waiting so long for you to come up. And after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recommended you and applauded you, what did you do? You went ahead and go back to create rubbish again. Why didn't you team up with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to join force with him? Now, you join the Nigerian newspaper to say that your own camp, where you launch Nigerian army or Biafran army, which everyone watch, and the picture, you are now referring it as a ESN camp. Why are you? No, let me understand you. What do you mean? And you say people are rejoicing that other people were attacked. That is the strategies, because the British and the Fulani use you people to divide Biafrans. As it is now, you say you are commander, you have your own group. Is that not a division? You go and meet Gumi Ofidu to divide IPOB. What was your mission? Why you want to divide IPOB? Who are you playing the script? I am asking you. And the British who bring the divide and rule, they are using all of you to do it, and most of you are playing. Let me tell you, do you know what Nigerian soldiers are doing now? Just pay attention. And the Simon is posting this useless thing. When they come to Biafra land and massacre our people, after if they come with 5 healers, they will kill a lot of people. They will now bring one of the healers that has engine problem. They will take off their people and they load them in another healers and they put it fire. And the video it and sent to Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa with his other useless pages will now be posting it and say they are collecting woto. If they think they are collecting woto, where are the dead bodies of the Nigerian army? When Ifeanyi Ubah was attacked in Anambra State, we saw the dead bodies. And under Simon Ekpa's woto result, they will now show the result of a born healers without anybody, dead body inside, without any person being shot. A blood of innocent Biafran they killed, and they draw the person's body on the ground where the healers was born. You will be seeing blood without seeing anybody. That blood you see there, where are the people that died? And when Simon posts those videos of healers born by Nigerian army, he will say they are collecting woto. Unknowingly to the people that collected woto are the innocent Biafrans. They collected woto from Nigerian government, Nigerian terrorists, and Simon will come and type woto. His Umubingo will come out and say, hey, woto. Are you normal? This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against. Because you are killing the people he is suffering to protect. And when we talk, you say, oh, Mazi, don't go to school. Mazi, you not get a certificate. And with all your certificates, Buhari is ruling you. That is why I cannot understand the brain of any person answering autopilot. Because I don't know where the person is reasoning at all. The Nigeria is playing the game, and they are helping them to market to sell what they want to sell to the public. And when you video empty healers, Nigerian army healers, and say you burn it, tomorrow they will now bring another 10 healers to massacre people. When you ask them, they will say they are revenging the killing of their people, and the burning of healers is evidence. Were you there when they burn healers? Is there any exchange of bullets? If you are joining me for the first time, my name is MAP Ezioku Buntu 1 in Biafra land. One from Nirugi Yenezi Bozio Machineke. Eli Wezemoze Dindo. I am not receiving call. But let me hear from this brother. Ndewo. Ken anyuakum. Ndewo nwa Chineke.
Yes, I was just watching your video, and I feel very sad, and I feel compelled to call in. Actually, I know you have not receiving call yet, but I decided to call because I can't hold it anymore. You know, one thing, there is something about the topic you're talking about right now. There is something I want to say here. You know, as of early October, I made a post, and I warned this innocent George. I put his picture and Sam Ekpa. I warned this guy that if you don't take time, that this guy will do something that you will ever regret in your life. I made that post, you know. I made that post. And I feel very sad today when I just went to Facebook and start seeing the comment and the post and everything. It's all over the social media. You know, I managed to went to this guy, this Samuel Ekpa, this Twitter and Facebook to see what he actually said about this thing. You know? He now turn around, blaming this problem now to, you know, who he always blame. You know, so I was kind of wondering till when that our people can learn from one thing that already happens to them before. Until when they learn? Until when? This innocent George now has been doing this kind of abracadabra he has been doing for over how many years and for over how long? Even since when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside, even since when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was adopted, this guy has been doing all his abracadabra. Everybody was seeing it. Nobody challenged him. Nigerian army didn't go after him. Nobody go after him. Everybody overlooked him. Barely 3 months or 2 months, this guy get in touch with Samuel Ekpa. And barely few weeks, they come out on social media to say they don't have anything to do with Samuel Ekpa, that this guy only gave them money. Barely 2 weeks or 3 weeks, this guy made this comment on social media. And the next thing you see was this kind of attack. Are you telling me now that Nigerian army didn't know that this innocent was existing for over 2 years? Or are you telling me that they didn't know that the innocent George, even the time when they went out with go stealing biscuit and stealing petrol in Free Station, are you telling me that they didn't know about him? Why they didn't go after him then? Why is it only the time when this guy put himself involved with Samuel Ekpa that I'm very, very annoyed that they went there to because I know many of them will die there. I know many of them because all of them are there. I know many of them will die. Still not saying maybe have a luck to escape this attack. But I know many guys will die there. I want this guy, and the next person this thing will happen, and it's already happened to him, and that one I managed to escape. Or this one I call himself league or whatever he call himself.
You know. They never attack that one. The day they will attack that one, they will pick him up.
These people will keep putting themselves in kind of, and the way it's paining me is that I have said, let me make this thing very public. This Samuel Ekpa, what do you do?
Mazi, please, in West also 2 minutes, because round up because there is a lot of things I want to do.
So what I'm saying is that our people should please learn from one mistake. Our people should learn from one mistake. Okay. Nobody, at least if you don't know what to, at least listen to some of us, listen to some people that knows what they are saying. Keep yourself safe first. That is the most important thing. Stay
exactly.
Away from this guy. This is the only advice I give these people. It pains me so much that this thing happened to this guy. And I know so many lives will be lost. For nothing.
Ndewo. Ndewo. Dalo. Now, back to the topic before what our brothers just said. Very important message. If you have ear, listen. If you don't have ear, continue wallowing in a wrong direction. Ijiji ntị ike na-eso nsi ọ akpati ozu ana n'idi. Ọkụwata. A na-agwa ntị ma ntị anụghị ebeli isi ntị esoli ya. Maka na ndị Igbo na-ekwu okwu si na ekwu ya ekwu mere okenye ma ekwuba anụ ya anụ mere nwata. Okenye nọ n'ụlọ ụmụazị na-egbu onu n'ihu ubi ọgba nkịtị. Eguche dị onu na-eburu dị okenye tụkpunye n'ime. Maka na okenye si gị nọ n'ụlọ ewe mụọ n'ọgbịrịgba alụ. Okenye alụrụ ana. Ọ nọ ọnọdụ ka okenye si na ọ dị eri oke mana o ji eze ekele ụmụazị oke. Now, the divide and rule is one of the most powerful weapons the British is using. They are not just using it only in Nigeria against Biafra. They are using it all over the world. That is what they are using today in Ukraine. That is why Russia is finishing Ukraine, because Ukraine don't even understand the game of British and the Western world. Now, I ask you, Gaius, aka One Man Squad, if Gaius was not deceived by Gumi of Ido, aka Simon Ekpa, Gaius will not be in DSS custody today. If Buhari, I've forgotten his heroine name, was not deceived, he could have been alive today. Double Lion, Njenje, and the rest of them. These are the result of divide and conquer. Because when they divide you, they know that if they come, they cannot face you fully. How can they penetrate you? They will divide you. Look at the East today. They have divided them, the Eastern politicians. They have divided them woto. Today, you will see Ojus Okalu being baptized according to him. He is now bad also in the name of campaigning for Tifunubu. Ojus Okalu is now bad. All the Eastern governors are confused. They don't even know where they stand. And the P2B are being used to give the Igbos a dead hope. Hope where there is no hope. Fake people, mad people, ndala. When you ask them, what is your stand? Why are you doing this? They'll tell you, oh, we are the right people. How can I be under that person? Imagine Chinasa Nworu, who is not up to my standard. Imagine Chinasa Nworu. How can Chinasa Nworu be commanding me? No, I am a man. You get one idiot that called me. He said that if Mazinam they can come out and they follow DOS, I will abuse him. I am a man. And I say, are you a man? He said, yes. I said, no, I don't believe you're a man. He said, why am I insulting? I said, you're a woman. If you're a man, you could have lead. If you're a man, you will not follow Mazinam come from the onset. You could have joined hands. Be a man. Be in the front. At least, as Mazinam can in DSS custody, as a man you are, you could have been mobilizing crowd, block bridgehead, block the whole state, protesting, doing one thing or the other to show that you're a man. Now, the divide and rule, the strategies, and the people must be a willing tool for them to enter. The people who surrender themselves to be a willing tools are the autopilot criminals. The people who are trying for the Nigerian government to have evidence to present before their useless court are the autopilot. The people who are causing the death of innocent Biafrans in Biafra land are the autopilot. The people who is inviting the Nigerian military are the autopilot. How? I will answer you. Now, how can somebody come on a live television on social media to tell that I will burn INEC? What do you expect the zoo government to do? They will deploy the military, go there and massacre them. when they ask you, tell the world that they want to burn INEC. If they never burn INEC, the Nigerian DSS by themselves will wear masks and they wear the color of the uniform, and they go and burn one INEC when there is no any paper, or they will, maybe APC can just take note of that and go and find one of the P2B stronghold and burn the INEC there to make sure that they get him. Courtesy of who? Autopilot. Then after they do it, the same APC will send Nigerian soldiers to reduce the population of people that will vote for the zombie OB. Then they will massacre innocent, ignorant Biafrans who want to go and vote. Do you see how he is bringing the military to come and kill the people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying to protect? Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu use the word dissident. Just a minute. Why this thing is not loading? Just a minute. Just a minute. Just the chalone. Now, the same people, they will be killing our people every day. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the same people who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu use the word dissident opposes the policy of a state, opposes the law of organization, opposes the order of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make sure that there is a catastrophe in the land, there is an anarchy, there is unrest, something to attract the people, the enemies to the land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, let there be calmness so that the enemies will not hold anything. They say, no, there must be no calmness. Rather, we'll go into kidnapping. You see it? That is why I tell you, are you a willing tool? Are you not aware that you are one of the willing tools they are using? No, don't tell me you are not aware. Now, Innocent Orji is playing game. Telling us that he never knew we are divided. Telling us that he could have gone to the rescue of the camp where the attack had been carried, but he don't have van. You don't have van, and you are calling yourself army. You could have walked on the having different vans. Are you not seeing other people, Ambazonia? They have vans. Or am I the person that will give you van? Am I a member of a BNG? I am not a member. So don't expect me to take my hard-earned money to give to you. I cannot do so. Do you expect me to leave IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and be sponsoring your what I don't know? I don't even know your mission. I don't even know who you are. Of course. If you are interested, or it hurt you, or you are very, very serious about the unity of Biafran struggle, you shouldn't have opened their BNG, which we know that Biafran army cannot be under Nigerian government. Biafran army cannot be hiding inside bush. Don't you know the meaning of army? Army take over the warfare of her state. As it is now, Biafra have not reached the stage of unveiling any army. Don't you know that army goes with the declaration of a nation? Don't you know the meaning of what army is all about? Don't you know the day you unveil your army is the day you declare nation? Now you are declaring Biafra. You say you don't know that you are in this unity. Who do you contact or who do you consult before declaring Biafra nation? On which order did you declare that Biafra nation that you celebrated the fake independence on October whatever 30 or whatever? Did you consult the people of Biafra? Do they give you the go-ahead? Do they give you the support? What seed did you sow? Eh? How can you be deceiving people? You have healers that you use to shoot knockout inside forest and the causing, making, polluting the air inside forest in the name of you are testing useless knockout you build. Say it's missiles. Now, come to the Igbo politicians. Let us go to the Igbo politicians. Do you people know that the Nigerians have bring the war to us? But Biafrans don't know. The war is already in Biafra land and the war is going on. And some of you don't know that there is a war. Now, many of you see what is happening in our railway. The old tracks of railway are being removed. Many of you don't know the reason why that tracks, railway tracks, is being removed. It's being removed because once they declare war tomorrow, that is the old railway track can be easily fixed so that you can use it to transport some certain things urgently. They are removing it so that you cannot be able to fix it urgently. And in your own koro eyes, they are removing it, and your mind is not telling you something. You don't know the meaning of railway. You don't need to be building new railway when there is war. What you need to do is to fix the old ones, repair some tracks where they need to be repaired, and allow the train to pass through easily. And they are removing it to make sure that they cripple you economically and otherwise. But many of you don't understand this. Many of you think, oh, it's all about this, Peter Obi that, Obi far, Obi good. No! They are in your doorstep. What you need to do now is preparation. Now, some of you will say, Mazi, the army are already in Biafra land. How can we chase them out? It's very simple to chase them out. You cannot use gun and bullet to chase Nigerian army out in Biafra land. To chase Nigerian army out in Biafra land is to follow what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say. What did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said through his lawyer and through IPOB, let there be calmness. Nobody, you should stop kidnapping, criminal activities, and otherwise. When there is calmness, there is no criminality, there is no kidnapping, there is no robbing, there is no all these activities of Simon Ekpa. Everywhere will be calm. When Nigerian army come in, you will be able to ask them, what are you people looking here? We don't need you. Everywhere is calm. By then, if they refuse, you come out, you don't need them again. Through protest, army must go. Not through gun. Not through gun and bullet. Gun and bullet will invite more army. I have a caller from Nigeria. I think it should be autopilot. I love them. Greetings from here. Oh, it's like he's flashing. Oh, do they think I am afraid to pick any call? MAP Ezioku Bundo, one in Biafra land. I don't see people's face. I tell you the truth. Like I said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who said let there be calmness, there is a reason for that. This caller, if you want to call, you call. If you don't want to call, stop disturbing my phone. Greetings from here.
Yeah, greetings. I'm calling from Nigeria. Calling from River State. Please, I want to find out most of the time why you people are so much in fighting. At this point in time, it's supposed to be in unifying different groups. Not today you are attacking one another. Either Simon Ekpa, the other guy is OG. Talk about OG in fighting. while the Nigerian government is busy desecrating the land, killing innocent people, different villages, region.
Thank you, my brother. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Or did you ask question, or should I ask you because I have not understand you? Sorry.
Okay, perhaps go ahead. I was just watching what you were talking
about. Okay, now let me first of all answer you. If I'm not mistaken, you asked question, why are we fighting? Is that your question?
Fighting. Yes.
Thank you.
I listened to your talk briefly. I noticed that you were talking about somebody, Simon.
Thank you, my brother. That is a very good question, and it's very, very important. And I like the way you come down to ask question, because in our language, our people say, "He who asks question does not miss road."
Okay, yes, I know. I've watched a video on OG on different occasions.
Yes. Let me answer you. Give me time to answer you. I did not. First of all, in this program, I did not attack OG. I correct him for his mistake. And coming to Simon Ekpa, why I attack Simon Ekpa is because, one, IPOB is an organization formed and led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the members of the Directorate of State, which in other words, I will say with the executive members. And I know you are matured to know what is organization and executive members. I believe you know, right?
Okay.
Now, somebody who is not part of this organization, somebody who is not part of the executive member, somebody who is not who does not know anything how this organization formed or function, come outside and tell you that the executive member of this organization, they are the people that sold the president or the leader of the organization, without evidence, without any proof of what he just said. And the person who is not a member of this organization and is not even an ordinary member, not to talk more of being executive member, come out and tell you that he has sacked all the members of all the executive member of this organization, that he is now in charge. Now, what will you do as a member of that organization? Somebody who is not your member, is not executive member, is not anywhere. It has nothing to do with that organization. Coming out to tell Biafrans or to tell congregation that he has sacked a member, a group that is not a member of. Won't you address the person or position the person where he belongs?
Well, if there's no proof, if he doesn't have proof of what he's saying, I believe before saying that there must be a proof.
So why didn't he bring the proof?
If there's no proof, I don't know if that's what he says or not. But if he says that without proof, I mean, people, his saying will not go far. People will not believe.
Now,
and secondly, for me to attack his saying, for him to have for him to have said that, I believe, or assuming there should be a proof.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
That if there's no proof, it will not hold water because people.
No, my brother, listen, because listen. Can you listen? Can you listen?
Okay.
The organization we are talking now is led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I hope you are aware of it.
Yes.
Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, and I quote, that he never supported any person nor encouraged such movement. And Mazi have said to him through his lawyer that he should stop meddling into the affairs of IPOB. Mazi is working with his legal team and the leadership. The person, can you now, let us use you for example. You form organization and you are fighting for the liberation of River State. You are from River, right?
Yes.
And you have executive. And you are working with your executive, and Nigerian government kidnap you. and I am not a member of that organization you formed, and I am not a member of your executive. And when you, as you was kidnapped, I come out and say that those of your executive sold you. They are the one who planned your kidnap. And you come out through your lawyer to say that is a lie, and you debunk it. And I continue saying that I have sacked your executive because I know you are in the hands of the enemy. You cannot come out to address your people apart from through your lawyer. And you say to your lawyer, tell your people that anything this your executive says is what your people will follow. And I continue fighting that your executive. What do you expect that your people to do? Can you answer me? To do to me? To unite to me or to fight me? What will you do? Be sincere to yourself.
Yes, to be from what you said, that the spokesman, there have been a lot of stories we've heard. Like I think today, was it today Vanguard or yesterday? They talked about
Mazi,
fighting.
Mazi. No, I said I use you. Leave Vanguard. I want you to answer the question. Then we can go to Vanguard.
We have that there is an infighting within the legal team on who to represent or who is the mouthpiece, who is the leader. I don't know, between the legal team, whether it's between Mike or Zifani or yes. That there is another person outside the foreign.
My brother, I am not interested in that your story. Vanguard is not an IPOB leadership. Like I ask you, I just give you an example just now. Just answer me. Be sincere to yourself, because I don't like when I will ask question, person will leave my question and be telling me story. What the gods are this and this. Answer my question. I give you simple analysis and I ask you simple question. What will you tell your people to do to me? That is my question. After all you have done, all I have done.
If the statement is truly coming from the legal team, through his mouthpiece, that is the issue now. If they are the mouthpiece, the people will follow flow now. But in these circumstances,
my brother, I ask you, you yourself, I am asking you, who is the mouthpiece of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
That is what I'm saying now. That we've had, I told you about the information from Vanguard.
My brother, okay, which lawyers represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court of appeal?
This one we have is it Bruce? There's one US based Bruce.
So Bruce Fein represents Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court of appeal in Nigeria.
He came around one time.
To represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in court of appeal in Nigeria, Mr. Man, what is your name?
Mike, I know there's one Mike was that, or Mike is there. Ifeanyi,
brother, what is your name?
There are three of them.
My brother, what is your name?
It's John. I'm John. Stanley John Well.
John.
Yes. Yes.
Are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
You sure say they're listening to me at all?
I've been listening to you now.
Now, answer my question. Answer my question. Let us discuss. I don't want to get angry because I will control my temper. Please, no, we are not discussing. You are taking this discussion as a child discussion. I don't like it. Please, let us be mature. Can you name the wait, I am coming, my brother. I am coming, my brother. Please, who is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal team lawyers? My brother, John.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you listen to me?
Yes.
Can you answer my question? Simple question. I said, let me repeat my question again. And if you refuse to answer, then I will know that you purposely they misbehave. The question I ask you now is that you formed organization named River Freedom Fighters. You are from River, and you formed executive that you are working with. All of a sudden, I am not your member of that organization, and you was kidnapped by Nigerian government. And I came to the public because I have a big platform, and they tell the public that your executive that you selected, that you have been working with, they are the people who sold you. And you, John, through your lawyers who have been representing you, debunk that news, say that none of your executives sold you.
Okay.
You debunk it. Wait, I am coming. Wait, I am coming. Wait, I am coming. Wait, I am coming. I am coming. Wait, so that you will understand the question. Now, I come out using my platform to say that I have searched all your executives without your permission, without hearing from you, that I don't search all your permission, and I will no longer take order from you, that I am now in charge of your organization. And anything I say, I goes. I am now the spokesperson. Then the security outfit you created, I say that my name is the name of that security outfit, that I am now in charge. Now, the question I ask you, John, who is the leader of the group, and you have debunked such thing through your lawyer because you cannot speak, what will you expect your group to do? To unite with me or to fight me off?
Well, you said debunk. That's why I want to interject first. Debunking what means? I have not seen any debunking.
You have not seen any debunk?
I have not seen any debunking from the legal team in that regard.
Okay. Let me take you back. Do you follow Ifeanyi Ejiofor?
I times based after court proceeding.
Okay, a simple question. When Ifeanyi Ejiofor was interviewed by Judge Money, what did he say?
When
Ifeanyi Ejiofor was interviewed by a platform called Judge Money blog, what did he say?
Judge Money blog, I don't know about that. I know I'm listening to his interview on different platforms.
Okay, that one is number one. When Ifeanyi Ejiofor, after the Court of Appeal judgment, and he was granted interview, what did he say?
What he talked about the judgment.
What did he say about those that is fighting IPOB leadership?
I don't know about that one. I know he was talking about the judgment, and he was trying to interpret the judgment and the next move.
Okay, which means you are not current at all. You don't follow Ifeanyi Ejiofor, you just follow gossip. Now, my brother, John,
the place should be calm.
John,
but there shouldn't be
John,
fighting, or they shouldn't fight each other.
John,
calm.
John,
that's what I know of that one.
John,
John, what I really want.
John, John. No, wait, John, answer me first.
If you have information,
John,
you have more information.
John, don't allow me to cut you off. I don't like people behaving like your children. When you are talking, listen to who you are talking to. You have ear. Listen. Answer my question. The question I ask you: if you as the leader, what will you do? Leave about Mazinam, leave the lawyer. I now use you as an example with what I just said. Answer my question. What will you do?
I mean, as a leader in the trade in the house.
The leader of the River Association Freedom that you formed, and somebody accused your executive that they sold you, and you through your lawyer, because you have legal team, through your lawyer, you say that your executive did not sell you, that people should disregard it through your lawyers. Now the person now come out and say that he have sacked all your executive without hearing from you, without you authorizing it, that he have sacked all your executive, that he is now in charge, and they start using your name to raise funds. You now, what will you do? Will you expect your executive and your followers to unite with such person that is not your member, or will you expect them to fight the person off?
Okay, well, there are two things to that. If the person is in communication, that will be an
do you understand English at all? Do you understand English at all? Wait, do you understand English at all?
Yeah, I think to that. Well, second,
John.
If the organization is normal, you have to
John. John, do you understand English at all?
But what I'm saying, actually,
John, do you understand broken or English? Which language do you understand? Because it seems that you don't understand anything at all. You are talking like a foolish person. Sorry to use the word. I ask you simple question. Put yourself in the shoe. You are telling me if. Did I use the word if?
What I'm saying is that when
simple question. I did not say. I say you have said to your followers. You have said, which means you are a dead man. Then I used the word. You have said the message. I didn't say if. I put you for example. You that is talking now. I put you in the position. I said that you formed a group, and that group you formed, you selected the executive, and this executive was working with you, and you was kidnapped. Me, that is not your member, that is not your executive. I start fighting your executive to the extent telling them that I tell your people that your executive sold you, and you come out and you through your lawyer, you say that is a force, that people should not listen to me. And I come out and assert all your executive members, say that I am in charge. I ask you simple question. What do you expect from your group? And you are telling me if, which means you are even a dead man. If you cannot answer, tell me that you cannot answer. Let me move on. I don't have time for small children in this program.
Between the groups. What I'm trying to do.
I don't have time for imbecile. The guy is an idiot. Even if you take that bingo, people will say I insult people. I don't carry to insult people. I will try my best. I was trying my best to calm down. But the guy has shown that he is so stupid. He is so stupid and useless. How can you form a group and they say you are following Ifeanyi Ejiofor? You don't even know Bruce. He said Bruce Payne is the one representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court of appeal. Bruce Payne. To see how damage Simon have caused to these people. When I call on WhatsApp, hold on, please, Fabian, hold on. When I tell you that 90% of the people following Simon Ekpa are bingos, you will say, oh, Mazi, why are you abusing them? Why are you cursing them? Now, you see how stupid that man is. He called John. Although we know the meaning of John, yeah? John. What do he know? Ordinary John. Now, John who don't know, he give order. He don't even know his father property now. I can come and say his father property is not his own again, and he will be uniting with me. Now, check. You know why I keep on bringing the autopilot? Because for you to see their brain, I exercise patient for more than 10 minutes, more than 20 minutes, so that he will understand and listen. First, how did Bruce Wayne become IPOB lawyer? How can you unite with a criminal? These are the reason why Jesus wept. I have tried everything within me to hold myself, but the guy continues showcasing his stupidity and his idiocy. Call on WhatsApp, go ahead. I deal on my Bluetooth because I never plan to receive call. There you go.
Why are you wasting time with this idiot?
No, that is my job. I try to emulate my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He will always try to have time with them. When he try and see that their brain is over damaged, he now let the person go. That's why I try. It's my duty. But I've seen that the Akam in his brain, Simon have already damaged that bingo brain. And that is why I don't like using insult. I say I will not insult people, but these people will force you to insult them.
So who told him there is a crisis between the legal teams? Why is he digging deep in that? Why is he asking that question?
Now Vanguard News tell him, but he never tried to find out because Vanguard News now.
This Simon Ekpa, this Simon Ekpa, the carnage this man is causing Biafra land. It's overwhelming. I've suggested my suggestion to leadership of this IPO is for them to facilitate the arrest of this man from that Finland so that he will stop this thing. Is it not high time to go after this man?
We will not go after any person. IPOB leadership will not go after any person. You know why? Anyone who chooses to make himself vulnerable to this to be used by the autopilot will surely pay when the time comes. So what IPOB is after now is the restoration of Biafra. It's more important. After the restoration of Biafra, every rules everybody play, there will be a court and there will be law for them. You will face your crime. But in Biafra land, they know how they play. If they play, they show. So we will not take any person to court. Mazi, make your contribution. Make it snappy.
Well, my contribution is what I'm saying is this Simon has caused more harm in this struggle. Simon Ekpa has caused more harm, but the annoying thing is this is followers following him. How can someone say he is going to restore Biafra in 116 days, and he cannot stop the army military killing Biafrans from Ohafia to Izombe, from Izombe to Osu Izoba, and he can make in a week he can make three fundraising, 3 times fundraising. Who are these people? Who are following? Is these people following this man? Are they Igbos or where do they come from?
Most of them are the cross. All these people that answer the name South, like the one that's called John. You don't know the name of IPOB legal team. You don't even know. You don't even listen to Ifeanyi Ejiofor. You are listening to Vanguard as IPOB spokesperson. How can somebody open mouth and say that IPOB spokesperson is a Vanguard newspaper? Is Vanguard not longer a Nigerian newspaper? So Vanguard now is a freedom fighter and is a person. So when you see them, you will know them. We will know them.
They know what they are doing. Paul and this is wickedness. They are evil. They know what they are doing. He knows the what he's doing because this question is a straightforward question. It's forward. All the answer, but they are not
Yana about the whole thing to Don't he give the answer. Someone have brainwashed or probably they are not evil. I'm thinking they are not evil. But what I'm saying is someone is deceiving the carnage is causing in their balance is too much.
He go deceive only the people he want to deceive. Now who allow himself to be deceived will be deceived. Mas, please round up.
Someone is the only thing. Well, since we are not going to go after him now, the only
Who is this caller?
Hello.
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 Hello. Who you be? Tell us your name and where you are calling from. What?
These people, they are seeking their ESN. Those people seeking their ESN.
Mas, round up, please.
Someone brought out from the original ESN, and they are seeking their ESN. They are working for him, actually, but they are the original ESN.
Round up.
He allowed them through money. He brings them out from money. So what I'm saying is, there's nothing. I'm so angry about the whole thing.
Thank you.
I'm so angry about the whole thing. I don't want to be talking about this man again.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for your wonderful contribution. Thank you.
So please,
go
on. This boy have caught him long time ago because he's not an actor. He's not a
even God say he gives sinners a longer rope. Please. I know what I did, and I know why I give the person the chance. Just Madam Judeka, just a minute. I will call you by myself. Please, let me. I bet who has my number should put my number on the comment section, please. Anyone that has my number. Anyone that has my number should help me put my number on the comment section, please.
Hello, Ma. Yeah, I just said let me contribute. I have to park in there.
Today you have 2 minutes because I have a lot of. You only have 2 minutes.
No problem. I just want to talk. Innocent Orji you are talking about. That is the only thing I want to talk.
Thank you.
I'm not talking about people that their brain has been destroyed. It's not even only most of them. It's not that their brain is destroyed. Just like they know what they're doing. There is these people because with division they believe Biafra will not come.
Exactly.
But they don't know that they will make it quicker. So, like the person you are talking with now, he couldn't answer that question because you can't say that you build a house or you have a property or you establish a company and a fool from nowhere came and sack all your workers and say, now I am in charge of your company. Nobody will accept it. They know what they are doing. So it's not what I want to say. What I'm trying to say is Innocent Orji. If you look at the statement the write-up he put up, yeah? You can see that indirectly he's asking for contribution. He wants to use this opportunity now to make money. Hello?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
The word is listening.
Yeah, he wants to use this opportunity to make money because he's saying that he doesn't have HELOCs or whatever to go and fight and help his brothers. According to him, they are ESN. So he doesn't have this thing. Because every opportunity, like you rightly asked him, when he went to Gumi for that alliance or whatever they call it, what was the discussion of how did Gumi introduce himself as? And
call only on WhatsApp, please.
He knows that IPOB did not start today. He knows that an organization like this, that there must be a standard structure. There must be an organogram. There's no a very big organization like this. There must be a strong foundation. So when he had this discussion with this guy in Finland, what was the introduction? How was it? What did this guy introduce? He's on Facebook.
This caller, I will pick your call. You will just
as you people have been saying, he has been doing his own thing. Nobody has come to him. Nobody has done anything. Anybody that associates himself with Simon, that we need that person. Simon Obocho. And I hear my contribution. I don't have much to say. So, but no innocent. All church hero we are. All the mini bido maraya. Men not chopani we are. Ya depend ego. Because ego.
This caller from Nigeria, I just cut your call and I don't want to hear your call again, please. My sister, please round up.
All these people that that died, our strong men, is because of money. So innocent George, if he cares, he knows what happened to him, and then he knew he starts knowing what happened to him. It's better for them. That's the only thing I can say.
Simple as that.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Yes.
This guy keep on calling. He keep on calling. But you know your brain is empty. You are calling. When your brain is empty, don't call on my program. It gets me irritating. If you know you can be answering my question, you can call. But if you know you cannot answer question, please don't call on my program. Because I say I will not be insulting people, but don't force me to insult you, please. Welcome to the program. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Hello,
Hello.
I say I don't admire you. God forgive me. The quality Chineke.
Maazị ụnụ na-agbalịla nnọọ Chukwu ga na-agọzi unu.
Ise.
But ị hụrụ ihe m chọrọ ime, ị hụrụ ndị autopilot na ndị idu grupu a, ọ na ha bịa na line ịgwa ha okwu ma ha chọọ gị jọ.
My sister Gawaniru.
Okay. Gị kwuo okwu ma ha chọọ ịta gị ha ahụ i kwuru. Dị mbụ gbanyụọ ya because ha bịara ihe ochi ụka. They want anything that they can't create anything. Ọ ihe ọbụla ha nụtara unu n'ọnụ ha bịa tọnụọ ya. Simon ekpere were ya bịa okwu. Ọ ghọọla pastọ, ọ ghọọla reverend, ọ ghọọla onye dibịa. O nwebe ihe ọ na-emebe iji napụ ụmụ Chukwu ego. M gwara ha abụrụ m ha niile ọnụ ma Nelio ma Madam Oyibo ha niile fọbọm tiri na akaụntụ ụmụeri aha ga na-asa ha afọ ga na-bring confusion in their life.
Ise.
Ka ha niile gbakọrọ aka ree Maazị Nnamdi Kalụ ka ha niile na-arụrụ ndị zoo ọrụ against ụmụ Chineke. Chukwu ga na-emekọ ha kwa n'ụbọchị.
ị hụrụ onye ọbụla ụnụ chọrọ ịzọ aka ndụ ha achọghị ụnụ hapụ ha ka ha na-aga agbacha ọsọ agụọ maịlụ Nkechukwu dere edewo na Biafra ga-abịa akwa ndị nzu n'onwe ha akọnfeswala ugbu a si na Maazị Nnamdi kwukwara ekwu na Maazị Nnamdi kwukwara ekwu ndị nzu n'onwe ha na-akọnfesi ya ugbu a ka ha hụwara ihe ahụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu hụ kemgbe gboo so ewezụla oge gị wete efurefu ndị agha autopilot asara ha isi Nelly ewerele mmiri something saa ha brain so brain ha nọzikwa ebe ha nọ biko otu a ka ọ ha m n'ọnụ Chukwu ga na-agba unu ume in fact unu nwere ogologo ndụ unu niile nọ n'isi na-alụ ọgụ a nsi Chineke nna dube unu dube ezinụlọ unu
ise chebekwa ezinụlọ gị ndewo nwa Chineke ndewo dalụrụ nne I really appreciate your kindly advice. Just that I was trying my possible best to know if he can have small brain, even if I will go to with it, rabbit. But it is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Please, scholars should make it possible. 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes, you round up, please. Greetings from here. Your name and where you are calling from. Greetings from here. Your name and where you are calling from.
Hello. One Mazi.
Ndewo.
Evangelist B.
Evangelist B. Okay.
From Ireland.
Go ahead. Do you have?
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Do you have question for me or you have contribution? You have 2 minutes.
My brother, in a work too much, he couldn't do because now. From the beginning, you could say, man, no, to Simon. Man, I want painful thing on in high in a mail that's now. Our people are ladies enough, man. But to Madige, well, an organization, lay it down, structure. Seen a go to a cog, even somebody after now, I fight the lawyer. One day I saw in the Facebook when they are attacking Ejiofor, attacking Bruce Finn. Naju always kwa Biafra ka ọ na-achụzikwa ka a na-achụ ihe ndị a. Mana kere otu ndị ọtụtụ anyị si na-eso this guy because many IPOB members na-esokwa this man. Aka nwekwara ndị wu coordinator. Ndị no na unity DJ can I post here sinaka this guy because indirectly silently and I am obey. And this is the reason why British were problem with Indigo. People who are not organized. They buy like all like organization. And we have respect for leadership. That's why the Awagana Igbo Union meeting in Age video with Togo. Aga akosafia wutogo. Mana Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wonye wetere discipline na Igbo. Discipline among the Biafrans. Created this unit. Now this unit where people ga-awụrụ ịbịa follow the rules of leadership. Ihe ọwụna na-enweghị structure n'ụwa enweghị ike ịga ọfụma. Anything that is not well structured can never prosper. Man, our people Zuzuru na-eso nwoke a na-create problem na Igbo up to provoke military, up to provoke governor, and aga na-agbagbusi ndị mmadụ one by one. They are not seeing all these things. I don't know the type of thing on a brain in the buy. Mana, I just want to encourage you. Ka Chineke gbaa gị ume. Onye chọrọ ime eziokwu, ya kwuru n'eziokwu. Onye na-achọghị eziokwu, a ga na-erichakwa ya. At the end of all that no mere exactly. More, I stand with the DOS no matter what. That structure Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, that's the reason why we deny instruction of oath taking. So that I got strength, disciplined. I had to get disciplined, discipline. That's why the Fulani Jeja in the no bochita. I want to be ike. I want to intelligent. We can deal with these people. mana disorganization adịghị n'otu. Onye I go before others ohi ha ndị ugwu na ndị ofe jiri anyị na amaokwu anyị. Onye ọbụla ga-achọ ka anụ olu ya at the same time onye na-respect ibe ya. Mana Chukwu gọzie gị jide ka iji. Daalụkwa.
Ndewo nwa Chineke, ndewo, daalụ rinne. Daalụ. The arrival of Queen of Woto Woto, Nwada Chalugo, Biafra TV. Greetings from here. That is a great, our great brother, Evangelist B. And let me, Akusi is calling, and I have to bring him in. Now, Oblugo no get time can wrap us here because there's a lot of things to say, but I will continue this topic tomorrow. Ndewo nwa Chineke.
Yeah, Paul, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
I don't have much to say. My name is Jamike Nabakusi.
Ndewo.
So, if I can go, I don't have much to say. This caller made a very good point because these are our people that is complaining. Most of them are those people that call themselves Southern. They will be there complaining. We are fighting ourselves. We are doing this. But when this Gumi started it, any person that was expelled from IPOB, the Gumi will call him back and started fighting the leadership. So if I need for one now, more going to have to fight here the leadership. And I'm not sure you are doing a great job. But I'm more going to IPOB media will be the fight about Gumi. We are fighting ourselves. We are fighting each other. Malama no how I be the ndị autopilot wa bidolo si na DOS lelo maazi na mekan onye nke ala maazi na mekan mgbe aka anyị na yopa ka anyị focus on ha na member okay kita na ọda bidogo ha kita ka ha na asịsị anyị na we supposed to unite including Gumi na ekpege ekpele ka unite ya na and the man no drop possible I am unite with India because I na enwere one ideology. Okay, can you imagine? Oh, my boss, the video I must broadcast on Radio Biafra without condition. So often I have to learn on that kind of time. We did broadcast on Radio Biafra by now. Oh yeah, no, on Radio Biafra now it's no good job, but I know Coco. Or where is the lady who bad and I'm the canon never. Oh, if I behind this, avoid because we don't know maybe the better Radio Biafra. Okay, you take it to 12 months and now they can. I'm DOS in the for the Hanem, which in Hamandian Radio Biafra announced why. So that Imago, a butcher canaba. I am a little ham or Buruja on a Kaya announce on Radio Biafra. Okay, I game. Hama Mandi Melia, Buton I announce on a Radio Biafra. Bob and I could not email, I could over email this thing. Oh, I told you a for the
Mazia Kusi, Okwige Radio Biafra yesterday.
Yeah, again yesterday.
Thank you. Area of that area and date years on Rapo. Let Gumi take credit, everything. Mazinam the cano pota, and I'm a jandimo, I'm a jando feketu, Naja Wadibiachu. So I am my fediche and Hanabo. I know my area on Aba. Allow the gullible bingos to be claiming credit. Anything the leadership name, he need the announce. The only thing I announce, so like Adam Shani Bagego Ginaba. Makana, we will soon make our fund again. Your own. So that is the only thing you will wrap the activities of DOS and all of me here in discuss here. Because DOS have achieved a lot, which more they are aware. They did not tell me, but I am aware that they have discussed, they have achieved a lot. Which one of them were so I believe everything Kaya Dakubenama.
Oh, you think how what happened the autopilot because actually he had need a maybe Alpha Barrett find your for hard need maybe Apadama because Barrett find your for what but look me oh yeah maybe so Hannah no go this Uji Bruce na when I attack Barrett find your for since Bruce Wayne ji wee desie leta si anyị ejizi n'afọ IPOB ezuore since ọ dị akpọzi afa Bruce Wayne because ya na Bruce Wayne abụgolo na-enyi kịta because o ji afọ IPOB ezuore before Bruce Wayne echi ewone ọzọ ịmakọ na since ọ bụrụ na ya na barịsta ejimaka nwere okwu kịta na oge eji ejimaka na-ata akịdị ebe ejo mana ọ komitigokwa n'ebe eji ejimaka nọ n'ọkpọ o siri ejimaka uzuru ego ESN mwe ife a niile bụ ife ọ nwere ka onye asị afọ nchọ mana ndị na-aghọtara ndị ọtọ pilot a oke ha na ihe a na-alụ bụ ibuild alliance na ndị ka na ndị nka Innocent Oji nwee gbuo ndị otu onwe si na IPOB ka egbu and Gumi nwee mesịa screenshot ọkwa onye asị gị na ya bụ commander of ESN na nyawa bụ ESN wee jezie na-echi ya azị ESN ka ogbu ka egbu so osozi Innocent Oji nwee na blackmail zidi ESN na ọ sịkwa ọ ga-eme fundraising echi nne maka na ihe ọ mabụ ihe ọbụla ọ ga-eme ka onwe ego nwee na-abịa na akpa fundraising so ife m na-agwa ndị ọbụla na-efolo gị and ndị ọbụla mmalite anyị na-eme bụ na IPOB nwee leadership and Gumi abụrụ IPOB member nke mụ nwa na onwe m na ebe ahụ agwagwo bụ abụ m IPOB member which is na ezigbo evidence say my receipt photo ngosi gị nsete picture ngosi gị my receipt
Maazị round up iligo 5 minutes round up
jisi ike n'ife ị na-eme na anyị bụ ndị IPOB ghọtara ihe na-alụ ị na-eme ka ọlụ dịrị dị leadership n'izi
ndewo
so na bụ ihe m nwere ikwu jisi ike
ndewo nwa Chineke daalụ rinne. I have a lot of callers here. Let me call this one back. I don't know who he is. If he can call back. And onye nke ashi from Nigeria wee na-akpọ kwasa ihe o ji akpọ ka nna malụ brain inwelo wee na-akpọ ordinary brain nkịtị inwelo then iwelu phone na-akpọ why are you fighting each other? Why are you? They will tell you why are you fighting each other? How can somebody be scamming people and you don't want to fight? Somebody say he have sacked your executive and you say no, you don't. And the guy, I just explained the meaning of dissident to the guys here. And I am saying what Maazị Nnamdi Kanu say. And yet, on a claim no that on a follow Ifeanyi Ejiofor man on that what Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Bruce Wayne is now IPOB lawyer that represent Maazị Nnamdi Kanu in appeal court. All these people in our south, that is why you see the other pig, Greek pig, called Asari Tukumbo. All of them. Let me call this man back. Is he a man? How will I know he's a man or woman? I pray. Ian Jenyendo autopilot ogonogo double. Jesus is in Ayabia for Ndarus in Ikenabia for Ndahonaya. The reason Jeme broadcast abroad for the people not with the DOS or for the people not with autopilot can they reset have their brain because all how can Jimakia were here.
Hello, Mab.
Meet you. Tell us your name.
I'm Bright. I'm calling from Quebec.
Okay, Bright, go ahead. Do you have question or contribution? You have only about 2 minutes.
What I wanted to ask, I actually posted it because I called you. You weren't picking it. So I hope you have seen the post. I just wanted to ask if our leader is with us, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is with us here, and then Maazị Simon Ekpa have what it takes to bring Biafra. I want to ask, will our leader support him? Is a question.
Thank you. If Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is out and Simon Ekpa, aka Gumi of Ido, has a strategy, not what he takes to restore that, because if he has what he takes, he will go and restore it without Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. If he has a strategy, he will present it to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and the leadership of IPOB. And the leadership of IPOB with Maazị Nnamdi Kanu will go into the strategies because in all one side in anya oge yigi W atanso M. So when if he has a strategy, he will present it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the leadership. When they go through it, they will not say, okay, this your strategy is good. Let us apply it. Then the leadership will apply it. But that will only be when he is working genuinely to fight for Biafra restoration. But if he say he has something to restore Biafra and he don't want to be under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he don't want to be IPOB, he don't want to be submissive and the discipline, Mazi will tell him, Simon, since you have what it takes to fight for Biafra and you want to do it with your name. Don't involve IPOB leadership. Don't use the name of IPOB. Mazi will not allow Simon to use IPOB or add any name of IPOB to whatever he wants to do. Let him go and establish his own and do it. Mazi will say, go ahead. For example, when Barrister Onwuka led Biafran Zionist movement, BZM, went and seized Enugu station broadcasting service in Enugu. The Sahara reporters asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what do you have to say about Barrister Onwuka-led group that sees Enugu broadcasting service? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, if you know anything you can do to bring down the zoo and you have what it takes, go and do it. He is not against you. But what you cannot do is to use the name of IPOB to do anything. That is why when you people are saying, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, if you know what you will do to restore Biafra, do it. Mazi did not say, use IPOB name to be doing something and the world will hold me responsible. No. Use your own name to do it. So Mazi will support Simon Ekpa if Simon Ekpa is under IPOB. But Mazi will not fight Simon Ekpa if he go and create a Simon Ekpa Idu movement. Mazi will disassociate himself from him. So that tomorrow, if he went into criminality, you will not hold IPOB responsible. That is the answer. If you have another question, bring it on.
Okay, I get your point, but there's something I want you to understand. Now, you see Mazi Simon Ekpa, he cannot restore Biafra alone. And what you say, which I picked, you say that if he has a strategy, he will present our leader. The leadership will look after it, and then if it's something that is achievable, then they will do it. And if it's not according to their plan, they will not work according to the strategy. Now, that is what you have to say about, that is what you think. It's not what you think, what you believe that will happen. Okay, I want to ask, a situation whereby Mazi Simon Ekpa is ready to work with anybody, be it our leader or be it the leadership or the DOS and all this, and everybody, so long as it is to restore Biafra. A situation whereby the man is ready like that way, but the DOS or any other person that he is willing to work with is not willing to work with him. Maybe because of the strategy he wants to apply, which is internationally recognized. The DOS, maybe DOS or whosoever, they are not, they don't want the strategies to be used. Now, in that situation, Simon Ekpa know that this strategy will restore Biafra, but maybe DOS people, they don't want to work with that strategy. Now, him knowing that it will restore Biafra and knowing that DOS will not work in that way, and then he now decided, because he is a disciple of our leader, and our leader recognized him to Biafra. So now, he now knows that working with DOS may bring him back or bring him down or may make him not to apply the wisdom and the strategy he wants to apply to restore Biafra. Then because of that, he can choose to maybe do it on his own and in a way that he knows that our leader will not be offended or will not feel that he has left him. Then he now started doing his own. Now, in that situation, the DOS, I want to ask, did the DOS have the right or anything to like come against him, like attacking him, like calling him names or like making people to feel that he is a sabo or he is not what he claimed to be in the Biafra restoration? Does he give US rights to do such things, knowing fully well that our leader is not with us, and knowing fully well that it is only our leader that can stand and tell the Biafrans that Simon Ekpa, what he is doing is wrong for the restoration of Biafra. US know that one. But our leader is not there.
Can you ask your question, make your question straightforward so that I will answer you? Because it's like you ask question and you answer yourself. You keep on repeating one thing.
No,
so just give simple question and I will answer you.
After knowing the strategy and then US kicked against the strategy of Simon Ekpa, now I want to ask you, is it right for the US to do such thing, knowing that the only problem is that Simon Ekpa is after armed struggle, which is his own call, and there's nothing anybody can do about it, and our leader cannot even stop that, because our leader is not against armed struggle. If it warrant for us getting Biafra through armed struggle, we'll do it.
My brother, we cut you here because your question is simple. Because I say go straight to your question. You are making a lot of this thing. According to your statement, which you outlined the strategy of Simon Ekpa, which is the armed struggle. Now you said, and I quote, that if Simon Ekpa has a strategy of restoring Biafra, and if he present it or he present it to the leadership, and the leadership will reject it, did the leadership have rights to attack him? Is that your question?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, I will start with the armed struggle. If Simon Ekpa has a strategy and he is into armed struggle, what he will do is to form his own armed struggle, not hijacking the leadership security force to turn to armed struggle. That is the first thing he will create. He will create his own armed struggle, and they call it Simon Ekpa's armed struggle. For example, Biafran National Guard has Biafran Army working under Biafran National Guard. They don't believe in the DOS strategy. They believe in armed struggle. And the Innocent Orji, being the leadership or being the leader of a BNG, he formed his own gang and they name it BNG Army. And he fund it and he do everything. He recruits people he work with because he know the leadership of IPOB will not accept his strategy. He starts doing his own. If Simon know that the leadership will not accept his own strategy, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not dead. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alive, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not incommunicado. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is reachable. He will pass the information to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is okay, barrister, tell him to go ahead. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already tell you that any person operating outside IPOB is an infiltrator. You cannot use IPOB to do anything. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife have also come out to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't recognize anything autopilot. And she used the word ectoparasite to classify those. Now, the strategy you have, if you have strategy and you have something, you will have what it takes to do that. You don't go into other people's affair and start hijacking it. That is called criminal offense. So in all the things that is happening, Simon, since I know him, he have not created one group that has arm. The ESN he is talking about was created by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the DOS. The purpose of ESN were made known to Biafrans, which is not to go into armed struggle. So when you have a strategy, you go straight to your strategy. Now, coming to the right, if Simon did not interfere in IPOB affair by hijacking the finance and trying to hijack the security outfit, the leadership will not call him any name or will not come after him. But for hijacking IPOB finance website created by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and hijacking the IPOB account that has more than $1 billion on it, and you tell me that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be happy. And Any person Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sack, he will go and pick the person. For example, Felix Onyeisi was expelled by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself on Radio Biafra. He went and they spent the money of IPOB with Felix Onyeisi, forming Biafra government in exile. Is that armed struggle? So the leadership has no right to attack Gumi of Idu if Gumi did not interfere. What DOS did is to defend the IPOB. So they defended IPOB from invaders, from scammers, from criminals, led by Simon Ekpa. So Simon Ekpa did not have a strategy, my brother. If he has a strategy, he could have bring one strategy and use his men to do it. When you say somebody has what it takes to restore Biafra, wait, I am coming. If you say somebody have what it takes to restore Biafra, I will give you examples of people who think that they have what it takes to restore Biafra. One is Uwazurike. When Uwazurike came up in 1999, he formed Mazop. When he was maybe he saw that Mazop is no longer the way he wants, they chase him out. He formed BIM, Biafra Independent Movement. Now, Barrister Onwuka don't want to identify with Mazop. He did not form Autopilot Mazop, nor Autopilot BIM. He formed Biafra Zionist Movement because he think he has what it takes to restore Biafra. He formed it, he lead. Now, Innocent Oji see that he cannot stay under Uwazurike, nor stay under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nor stay under the Biafra Zionist Movement. He formed Biafra National Guard. Not only that, Prince Will Richard see that he has what it takes, according to him. He formed Biafra Nations League. Not only that he all those one. We have Bilie Human Rights. Uche Mefon has an issue and they think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not doing it right. As a deputy, he moved out. He formed Biafra Human Rights and he collaborated with Asari Tukumbo. They formed de facto government. None of them use autopilot IPOB, autopilot Mazop, autopilot anything, but they form their own. So if you think that Simon has what it takes to do anything, let him form his own. And let us see, not trying to hijack people's effort to make names. Okay, so come up with your second.
You made a very clear point that if Simon Ekpa have, like maybe you want to restore Biafra through armed struggle, that he would have informed the leadership. The leadership will now take it to our leader. Then our leader will give a reply on it. But that one, I want to correct that impression.
That is not what I said. That is what not. Wait. That is not what I answered you. I say if Simon know that he want to go into armed struggle, he should create his own armed men and arm them to go into armed struggle, not hijacking another people's.
You say that if Simon Ekpa from the initial time that if he wants to do armed struggle, that if there is any strategy he have, then he will bring it to the DOS. DOS will now take it to our leader. Then our leader will now reply to know if we are to work on it or he's not to apply it. That is what you said. Then that is when you were saying that our leader is not incommunicado, that our leader, people reach out to him and bring reports from him. So that is what you said. And I want to correct that impression that in freedom fighting, when your leader is in your enemy's hand, you don't take orders. It's very, very clear. Everywhere, I don't even want us to stress on that issue. But I want you to know that someone, but even me, myself, there are some, I cannot take order from my leader when he is in the hand of enemy. And that's exactly what Simon Ekpa is doing. And there's nothing like sabotaging. There's nothing like doesn't expect.
My brother, sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. Wait.
Those people situation is different from Simon Ekpa's own. Why is that? Simon Ekpa respects our leader, which is also his leader. So he cannot do anything outside the IPOB because he is still under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So it's different
my
from
brother,
all those people you were listing.
my
You
brother,
understand?
can I ask you a
And
question?
oh, everything. Hello?
Can I ask you a question?
What is it?
Now, first of all, you say Simon respect our leader, and the somebody who respects your leader is calling his wife harlot and organizing people to attack your leader's wife. Is that a respect or insult?
I'm not sure someone ever can call our leader's wife harlot.
Can you swear?
Personally, did you hear what I say? I'm not sure.
Then
someone ever
now,
can call
if you are not sure,
harlot.
then you answer
No,
the
I'm
question.
not sure.
No, you can. The question I ask you, can you praise those that is calling your leader's wife harlot? Can you praise them and clap for them if you have respect for your leader?
No, it's not good. It's not good.
No, can you do? Is that respect or insult? Is that respect or insult? If somebody do it,
is an insult.
So, which means automatically Simon don't have respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he praised Uwasofia, Nsema, and Nelly when they were calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife harlot and the criminal, all manner of name, and he continued working with them. Go and check the video I made about Nelly when I cursed Nelly, and that was the reason I say Simon continue working with Nelly. That means he know what Nelly is doing. That's one apart. Can you tell me the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu form the DOS?
DOS, he formed the DOS just for the movement to have structure and in order. So just so that the Biafrans can take order. Forming DOS is not that is again. It's nice. It's good.
No, my brother. Simple question. Can you tell me the reason? Can you tell me the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No. Listen.
It is the people managing the structure.
Brother,
the people you're having problem with.
Brother, listen. Can you tell me the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed DOS?
I have told you the reason now.
What is the reason?
The reason, there are so many reasons why he formed the DOS. One. Firstly is so that Biafra nation will have structure. Everything will be in order. So that Biafrans can be taking instruction and order from the DOS. Are you getting it?
If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is around or in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Whether the thing is this. Whether he is around or he's not around,
okay.
It is assumed that Biafrans take order from the DOS.
Okay. Order to do what?
But there is a but on it. The but on it is that only if the people managing the DOS, that is the principal officers, they are genuinely working for the restoration of Biafra, which we are aware, before we can take instruction from them in absence of our leader.
Okay.
Because Uchemefo was part of the US, and to Uchemefo fuck up. And what happened? He was expelled. There is every possibility of Chike Dozemo, China Saworo being fucking up in the absence of our leader, and there will be Biafra will not listen to them.
Listen. I love a simple answer and simple question. Like you just said, you answered your question that is for the leadership to be so that the Biafrans will be taking order. Now, since the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is he working with any group or they have abandoned him? Everybody is doing his own. If he is working with any group, what is the name of the group he is working? And if he is not working with any group, who is leading the movement?
Who is it?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Our leader.
Yes.
If our leader is working with any group.
Yes, up till now. And if yes, tell me then. I say, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still communicating with any group? If yes, what is the name of the group he is communicating with to how to restore Biafra?
My dear, when it comes to that, to be frank with you, DOS, even China Saworo made a statement before.
My brother, I did not ask you. Listen, when you ask me a question, I go straight to the answer. Please, if I ask, you're supposed to know me by now.
You said which group is our leader giving instruction from the DSS? That is the question.
Yes. NEPA don't take your light.
No, there's no. They can't take light yet. Did you get my point? I said your question is our leader from DSS still giving instruction to a group, and which group is he giving instruction up till now? Is that not your question?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to know that the people bringing information from DSS to DOS, you understand? They can bring any information. Put me right. They can bring any information because this information was not given publicly by our leader. So they can bring any information. Do you know that there's every possibility? Do you know that there's every possibility of our leader giving information, giving an instruction to Mazin Namdeka, to Mazin Simon Eba, and the instruction will not be given to him? You know that there's every possibility.
My brother, can you answer my question and stop jumping around the bush? Can you go straight to the answer and answer me? Simple question. Is Mazin Namdekan working with any group? If the answer is yes, which group is he working with? Because you cannot tell me that a leader of a group who has a lawyer and he was not incommunicado or is not incommunicado cannot be working with any person. Who is that group? Because if Mazin Namdekan release any message, he must to receive a feedback on the message he sent out. So who is he working with? Simple question.
Let me tell you. What we all believe is that our leader is still working with DOS. That is what we all believe. But I want to put it to you that our leader where he is now doesn't expect DOS to take any instruction from him from there. If you don't know.
Mazin.
If you don't know it. Our leader in that DSS, he doesn't expect any other. He just expect DOS to just be following what he has taught us. Restoring Biafra, leaving any instruction
please always listen to what you are saying, who you are communicating with. If you watch me, I don't answer people. Do you say I insult you or talk anyhow with you? No. I want us to have a matured discussion, and I want you to be sincere to your own self, not to me. Because the worst thing that can happen to any man is when the man is not sincere to himself. Like you are not sincere to yourself now. Sorry to use this word. Now, let me come to what you are talking now, because I hate people talking rubbish. Sorry to use this word. The question I ask you is this. Who is Mazi working with? Mazi has a blueprint, and I know you know what is called a blueprint. Who did Mazi leave that blueprint with? And did that blueprint contain every step you will be taking one after the other? Who did Mazi leave it with?
Mazi Namdekanu is working with IPOB, and he still maintains the DOS structure which he laid down until when he's out.
Okay.
So that is the question.
Can you explain to my viewers this statement coming from Mazin Namdekanu today? Let me read it out for you so that you can explain it, what it means. Please, I want you to explain this very place. This place. Are you ready to hear it?
I can hear.
Now, that the activities of the dissident marauders who engage in criminal activities have further embodied the bloodthirsty and the untrained Nigerian security agent to unleash unimaginable terror on innocent people of the Southeast region. First, there is a word I want you to explain to Biafrans. This word is called dissident. It's spelled DISSIGENTS. Can you please explain that word to Biafrans so that they will understand, please?
Me, I didn't go to school to be explaining words like that. But what I understand the statement. And what I can say from the statement is this. All the things centered on why Zoo military is invading Biafra land to kill and all that. Then you people's mindset is because of the carnage that is happening. Maybe you people think that is maybe that is sending maybe unknown government and all that, and it's causing all this problem. And now, according to you, our leader is emphasizing on that.
No,
trying to let everybody.
No, Mazi, you try, but you did not get it. Let me explain it to you. As I am speaking to you now, go to your Google and search. Ask Google, what is the meaning of dissident? Dissident is a person who opposes official policy, especially that of an authoritarian state. Now, in other words, somebody who opposes official policy, that is a laid down rule, who oppose it. Now, why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu use that word is Mazi is against anyone who is against his rule and his policy to restore Biafra, which is Simon is the only person that is against that rule of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because, wait, I am coming because I am explaining the word dissident to you, because dissident is what you don't understand, and I am explaining it. And that is why I contacted my encyclopedia to explain it to you for a layman understanding. So now that Mazi have told you that this guy is working against the rule and against the way I want Biafra to be restored, what do you have to say?
Okay. Now, listen, the way, our leader is a diplomatic man. His mindset was to restore Biafra in a diplomatic way. But it doesn't mean that even he made that statement, it doesn't mean that if the zoo refuse diplomatically that he cannot use another strategy like armed struggle. It does not mean that. Now, DOS, according to the way he taught DOS and the way you are centering your mind on diplomatic way to restore Biafra. And anybody pushing like gun and armed struggle and all that is outside the diplomatic way, which is the structure that is laid according to you people. Forgetting that our leader come out today and to warrant IPOB restoring Biafra through armed struggle, that our leader will be ready.
Mazi, before I will leave you, because I don't have much time, I have already spent a lot of time. Before I leave you, only one more question. So only one more question so that you can go. No, I want you to go because you have spent a lot of time.
Our leader will not, as in if it will warrant us restoring Biafra through armed struggle, our leader will be ready for it.
Mazi,
he cannot keep on. Yes.
Listen, you have already taken much of my time, and like I said, the worst thing that can happen to any man is when the man is not sincere to himself. And I really appreciate you for coming to test your brain. But last question is this: what is the purpose of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu establishing the Eastern Security Network, and who are the people he established it with and give the rules of Eastern Security Network?
He established ESN to safeguard our land and then protect our mothers and fathers and then our sisters and brothers in the farm so that they can farm without the disturbance of the Fulani herdsmen. That is the reason why ESN was formed.
Okay. And who are the people that he formed it with?
I have from the beginning, I think, according to information, China Sawuru is one of the people that have the access to the ESN, one of the commander or overall commander or whatsoever.
Is that an answer to the question I asked you? I say, who are the people he formed it with? He formed ESN with? Or do you think
who are the people he did what?
He formed ESN with? Or do you think Mazi Nnamdi can pick one person and form ESN?
Oh, I don't know all the people he formed the ESN with, but
thank you. We have already spent 30 minutes. I have already spent 30 minutes with you. So thank you for your wonderful contribution, Mazi. I will leave you here, but I want to
say something.
No, wait.
I want to say something.
No, I don't have that much time again. I have a brother that I will use to end this program because I've already
You
spent
should have
the.
let me. You should have
No,
let me clear
no,
your
nothing.
viewers
No,
about
no,
this ESN
no.
story that you are
You know
asking me,
nothing
because I
about.
know where
No,
your mind is going.
you know nothing about
You
it.
should have
I
let me
should not
talk.
allow you to confuse people. So you know nothing about it.
There's
So
no confusion.
I
I
will.
just want
I
to
will.
let your
I will
viewers
let you go.
understand that the
Ndewo,
ESN
please.
you are talking about,
Next time
if
we will talk.
anybody talk,
Next time we will talk, Mazi Prince Darlington have been calling and calling and calling and calling. I know I have offended many of you, but like Jesus said, I did not come for the healthy one. I come for the sick. This broadcast is not for DOS members. It's for the autopilot. That is why I choose to spend a lot of time with them. Please. So bear with me.
hello,
Ndewo.
amakwọ m niile enwe ụdị ndidi ihe otu ahụ.
Asị m ka m change ka m
Yeah,
gbanwee.
ị na-enwerucha ndidi like this.
Na-enwechakwa ndidi. Asị m ka m gbanwee ka mmegodu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu emulate obere.
Okay. I like discussion with this guy, even though I did not started listening to him from the beginning, but from the time I started listening to him, I saw a man struggling to deceive him, to deceive himself. Wandering from left to right, from left to right, from right to left.
Exactly.
However, let me just introduce myself for those that doesn't know me. My name is Maz Jopale de Chukwu became Prince Darlington, Mazioso Jadimeji Jifere, aka Aside Hot, Biafra Television.
Confirm.
I can get in there because all the Pamkas know what you when you're getting the Giri Nabania. Oh, did you? Kuya, he did not Kuya, no, Imogo, Nasi or Quache, mother, when you're top pilot to Boko, the Akori, or for me, away, happens in Kanya, and I'll cross your Bago Crobado. Okrobada, Negan, no, no, you always incoherent. The guy is incoherent.
Exactly.
If you would have allowed, maybe if you do another program where you can invite one autopilot, you will stay as a moderator. Then you call one person who is a diehard, bona fide member of Indigenous people of Biafra. Autopilot onye azai, then go on as a moderator. He got to because they got book and the body get see papa. The reason why you sort of waiting for Abona, and your listeners, they are enjoying the program. But believe you me, I see this guy who is speaking as someone that was deceived.
Exactly.
You gotta go. I'm on my watch to go, brother Evangelist Obiko.
Exactly.
I didn't bone. I was in a Keoria for now. I say I'm going there. I saw no boy there. I say class to see and so say no that was So Erigonia, Madonia can go through a little sign of remorse and repentance in him, the way I see him.
Exactly.
Can go through a little, because for him to accept the fact that now anybody now has support to onye na-akpali nwunye nna ya ukwu ịghọtago na onye ahụ emere ọfụma. That is to say that na onye nke aka ya atọgata nwa onye nke a, and I'm not na-ege ntị, I know he is listening, so aka ya atọgata nwa onye nke a. So I give kudos to you for making this one see kind of a reason. Now I know he is watching, but I want to throw only but one or two questions to him. And if I throw those questions, I will back it up with verifiable evidence, not something you cannot see, but something you can see. In every organization, there is what is called organogram. It's kind of a laid-down rule and regulations, where to go, where not to go, what to do and what not to do. So that organogram of all those organizations are what is leading that organization, and that is what is. If you want to call it another name, you can call it constitution. You understand what I mean?
Exactly.
That is what makes that organization what it is. Now, in IPOB, if you come into the struggle of IPOB, you have to go back to primary, not even primary. You have to go back to kindergarten. Kindergarten is first and foremost, taking oath in the unit where you belong to. Once you take oath from the family you belong to, that is the kindergarten level of becoming an IPOB member. Because maybe this person doesn't have idea about what I'm saying, but I know he's listening, and I just want to use this opportunity to educate him a little bit. You understand? Exactly. So if you took that oath, because that is the way we do it. You have to remove your shoe, or even if your shoe, if you buy it to $100,000, you understand? Exactly. Before you will take the oath. So, and while taking that oath, there is a particular place in that oath that says something that captured my mind. And I want to remind that person so that he will listen and get acquainted to what I am talking about. That particular place says, if I ever go against or do anything that is contrary to what is going to what we is going to give us our struggle, let this happen to me. Then if I do anything that will jeopardize the life of my fellow principal officers, let you get them and wipe away my family and myself. You see, that particular place is where we sealed all the infiltrators and all the enemies. That if they listen to it or they had idea about that oath, so many of them do run away. They will say, no, I am not going to take that oath. I have many. Do you know that George Onyibe refused to take oath? George Onyibe refused to take oath. It took George Onyibe a long time before he, accepted to take oath. What I'm telling you is what I know. Then when we extended that our oath by going to an allowance of our Sukuku, a lot of people say they are not going there. That what we are going to do there is this and that, because they know that they cannot keep that law that makes you to be a bona fide member. They cannot. That is the reason why so many of them say, I'm not going there, I'm not going there. But those that accepted to go there are people that are pure at heart. People that believe that they cannot betray their brother, they cannot say the struggle, they cannot go against the rules and regulations that is guiding the movement. Now, you as a Chebe, you did this, I did it. So many of us did it. The person he is talking about now, Ekberima himself, did he do it? No. Did he go through that channel? He did not go through that channel. The reason why he did not go through that channel is because he was seeing a constituted coordinator, a coordinator that is working under the organogram of IPOB that Martin Nnamdi Kanu signed and approved, that this person he has done all the necessary things that's supposed to do. He is qualified as a member, and for that reason, he is now coordinating other people. So before you become a member in that unit, you have to come. That coordinator will give you oath in that particular zone or unit. Ekberima said he will not take that oath because the coordinator that's supposed to administer that oath to him is a moron. I don't know whether you're getting my point.
Life and direct.
He said that the guy is a moron. I'm not telling you what I heard. It is what Ekberima himself told me. I don't lie against people because I'm under oath. I tell you the way it is. You understand? So Ekberima said that the guy is a moron. That over his dead body will a moron give him oath. On that, Ekberima started from beginning when he wanted to come inside. He started from beginning, showing his attitude, showing his character, showing his stubbornness, showing he was giving us the break line, showing us pointer that I am coming for destruction. That is why he looked down on the whole coordinator of Finland, national coordinator. This is not a unit coordinator even. He said that the guy is a moron, that he cannot administer oath to him. I counted it as one. When I talked to him, I said, brother, why don't you allow this guy to give you oath? Osemo, the truth is that the guy has nothing upstairs. Then somebody has that the guy has nothing upstairs. Does Ekberima have something upstairs and he could not coordinate Adam when working na soro case ya nke mori Adam
Upon the Ekperima can coordinate, upon the Ekperima man enough, he would have been able to coordinate his wife and his only one son. If you cannot coordinate your wife and only one child that you get birth to, how can you coordinate people? And the coordinator, who is a national coordinator that is coordinating all Finland, you say he's a moron. That is, he doesn't have any substance to administer to you. I believe you that I believe you that this guy that called now, while listening to me, he will understand that from the top root, the road which you are supposed to pass to come into this noble family, Ekperima did not pass that road. He wanted to come through the window. Also, closing the window, but the truth is that as long as you did not lay your foundation where any house you build on that ground will sink. If you could be a bully.
Exactly.
Or maybe from Ansiam, or maybe Hanamami, Renyonse. That is why you just here. These are the things that this person that called you now doesn't know about EPA. And the reason why I go back to the grassroots is by the time I begin to, pinpoint some things that he doesn't know that EPA have done, he will begin to say, oh, is this the reason why you guys are after this guy? Try chasing him away. No one is after him anyway, but to chasing him away. Letting him know that he refused to come through the right channel. He refused to come through the right door. He wanted to jump into the window, and we told him, no, it is not possible. Now, how will say this? The road he passed to enter into IPOB, threat to enter IPOB was not genuine because he wanted to, he saw the coordinator as a moron. He saw the coordinator as a mad person. And that coordinator, Martin used to see him as intelligent and someone who is able and capable to handle other coordinators. Because when you come to a country, the national coordinator is a coordinator of all coordinators in that country. Am I speaking well?
Life and direct. That is exactly. Every coordinator is answerable to national. And national is answerable to European rep. And the European rep is answerable to the Directorate of State.
Beautiful. That is to say, if we have, for example, if we have 30 units in Finland, we have 30 able men that are, answerable to this coordinator that is national coordinator, that Ekperima is calling a moron. In other words, Ekperima have jettisoned the truth about our organogram, and they undermine the rules and regulations of IPOB, and insulted all the IPOB members in Finland, including Martin Nandekano, who put the rules and regulations. That is something that some people do not know. You see, after having done that, another thing that you need to look into deeply is this. When Ekperima wanted to interview our leader, Martin Nandekano, our leader said, no, you are going to take oath before you interview me. And that interview was in a haste. It was something that has to do between today and tomorrow. Now, why didn't Martin Nandekano told Dele Momodi to go and took oath before you will interview him? I'm asking you this question. Because this person that called you now, I believe he will be listening and he will have every reason to understand the reason why Ekperima is Ekperima and the reason why he is not a member of IPOB. The reason why anywhere we see Ekperima, we treat him like Ekperima because he's an Ekperima.
Exactly.
And he's a Finnish citizen.
It is finished. Must go ahead. You are making a lot of points.
Yes. When Ekperima wanted to interview our leader said, no, you can't interview me. You have to go and take oath. And because there is no, the interview is in a haste, it's like something that has to do in a haste. It was not well planned. You understand? Then what happened? Ekperima said, okay, let me call somebody to administer oath to me. And the person that brought the idea of him taking oath was our leader. Then the person that was available at that time was the secretary of our leader. Then the secretary of our leader is not a coordinator, so she cannot administer oath to Ekperima. Then she now called the mother because the mother was holding a post in IPOB then. So it was the mother, Adama Brown, that administered oath to Ekberima. Do you know that Ekberima was lying to the world, telling that it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of all people that gave him oath? This was the first biggest lie I heard from him. Like, you imagine that and can administer oath to me? No, Mazi gave instruction, and as Adama Brown is still alive, it was Adama Brown who gave him oath. Now, if you watch how I'm giving you all these instances and what has happened in the past, you will understand that the guy is a bragado. Do you know that this guy told me that there is a law that will see somebody and the law will change? That a law can be bended and can be changed when you see a certain kind of person. So when somebody that is new to a struggle or to an organization is already seeing himself being above that organization, because for him to see that coordinator as not qualified to administer oath to him, that is to say that he is more superior than the organization that the guy is managing. So for that reason, he said that there is a law that will see somebody and that law will be bended. I said, Chineke, that is another thing. Brother, you that is watching, that is listening, I want you to be taking note of these laid down findings about Ekberima before now.
Exactly.
Apart from that, I want to make it fast because I believe you must have spent a long time here. Let me just
more than 3 hours.
Now, when this guy is saying that we are not supposed to take order from our leader because he's in the hand of the enemy, I want to touch that area. But if our leader was in the hand of the enemy and gave instruction that Ekberima should come and broadcast on Radio Biafra, why did Ekberima accepted that part that our leader said from the dungeon of DSS? Are you with me? Are you reasoning me?
Yes. These are the questions Autopilot need to answer.
Broadcast on Radio Biafra. You took it. He did not give that give that instruction when he was outside with us. He gave it while he's still inside DSS. Are you getting it?
Life and direct.
So looking at the situation, looking at the situation at hand, that is to say that instruction that our leader gave, Ekberima was not supposed to talk about it or accept it because Martin was inside the DSS dungeon. He was supposed to say, no, I will not come to Biafra to broadcast because the instruction is coming from someone who is in the hand of the enemy. Am I making sense? So he hold that one so dear and announced himself because the guy also you better go. So on our also now we jump. So yeah, so he was too faster than his shadow. He wanted to be faster than his shadow. That is why he announced himself without remembering that the people who are supposed to give you that platform to speak are supposed to vent you. That's what is called venting. They are supposed to tell you this is where to go, this is where not to go, this is what. And this is what we don't accept in IPOB as long as you want to broadcast. He did not want to listen to all those things because he was seeing himself being over and above the people in Radio Biafra. Just as he saw himself as someone who is above the coordinator in Finland. I believe that this guy that called you, that is was listening and taking cognizance of everything I'm saying here now.
I believe he is jotting it down.
If I say that asking him to come and broadcast on Radio Biafra is validated, is accepted, is good. But every other instruction that comes there is not validated. It's not validated. It's not accepted because the instruction is coming from DSS. Then why did he accept that one that he thinks that is okay for him? Do you know that when Ekberima announced himself, immediately he announced himself, the Nigerian government, the newspapers, the radio, everything begin to say that the IPOB have gotten a new leadership. Simon Ekpa to take over Radio Biafra. Simon Ekpa to do this, Simon Ekpa to do that. And the IPOB leadership told him, no, that is not how to do it. You have to come and sign a paper for us. And we are going to give you instructions on what to say and what not to say. He said never over his dead body. He said over his dead body, say he cannot do it. That is the cause of his biggest problem. He said he will never do that. He's going to broadcast on Radio Biafra unconditionally. I said, what I'm telling you about Ekberima is what I discussed, me and him discussed. He told me, I'm not saying what he announced on his platform. I'm telling you, one-on-one. my program now. Also, that over his dead body, that he is going to broadcast there unconditionally. That nobody should give him condition. That our leader, that people should obey. That people should obey our leader's instruction. This instruction is coming from someone who was in DSSO. And he said that we must obey it. DSS must obey it. All the whole media department must obey the last command of Mazen Kanu because it's an order. That is what Ibrahim said. Then I called him and said, bro, listen, there is how we do things here. You know, because he did not come from the kindergarten level to understand how IPOB operates. He doesn't know how we work. That is why he didn't know that before you take charge or be a part of media, there are things that you will be lectured. Let us have a Facebook live that you just click and begin to talk. No. I take care through lecture. He's supposed to go lecture at least for 2 weeks. 2 solid weeks lecture. A professional who will be handling it will tell you, this is what to do, this is what to do. There are software that they will give to him that he will use to be broadcasting whenever it is his own turn. Because it was a slot that was given to him. He didn't know all these things because also in a window. No. When Ekpema finally, decided that nothing will make him to obey the instruction and follow the organogram, how they laid down rules and regulations on how to broadcast on Radio Biafra. I called him and said, bro, you are making another mistake. The first mistake you made was to disobey order to go and take oath from your coordinator, where you came from. The second one is now that you are coming to say you are asked to go and take a slot and broadcast on Radio Biafra, and now you are telling the world that you cannot take oath. You cannot follow the rules and regulations, that you must broadcast unconditionally because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's order must be obeyed. That is an order from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Now, I reminded him that, bros, if you buy a new phone, before you use it, there is what is called agreement. If you didn't click, if you read the agreement, you click accept, that you cannot get into that phone.
Exactly.
Set with laptop.
Even WhatsApp.
Gadgets. Even Nigeria government. That oath of office that the president is taking all over the world, that is what you are supposed to do before you are welcome. He said he will not do it. I want this brother that called now to be taking note of all these things. So, to cut it more shorter, the truth is this. When I approached him, I told him, I said, bro, you see now, people are saying that the Nigerian government are saying that you are taking over Radio Biafra, this and that. You are going to go out there to tell them that you are not taking over Radio Biafra. That what you are doing is to take a slot and broadcast on Radio Biafra. That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, and Radio Biafra is under IPOB, which the Directorate of State is in charge. That you are not coming to take even a chunk of it as a leader. I discussed with him like 3 hours after he said, okay. He went out. He listened to my advice. He went out and made a publication that says that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that IPOB leadership remain intact, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB, that he is not in charge of Radio Biafra, and that stopped there. My brother, do you know when I knew that these people that are following this guy are all idiots? They are all animals. It's when they begin to say that we did not listen to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's instruction that should broadcast on Radio Biafra. Now they forget that he refused to take order. He refused to take to follow the normal process before he will be able to broadcast. Then they now come again and say that because of what they are doing to Ekperima, for that reason that Ekperima have rights to challenge them. And when Ekperima begin to say that people should not listen to Radio Biafra, people should not contribute money, people should stop going to meetings. Are you aware when I said all this?
Yes, I'm aware.
Because the order that President Jofo is bringing from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is corrupted. That he is no longer going to listen to order of anybody who is in the DSS dungeon. But you listen to the order of person that is in DSS dungeon for you to come and broadcast. But you will not listen to the order of the person when it is time for you to do the needful. And people are still saying that Samuel Ekpa is not doing anything bad. Tell us the bad thing is doing. Number one, Samuel Ekpa is insulted Mazen Namdekanu by disobeying his order. Order of Mazen Namdekanu is that before you broadcast on Radio Biafra, you have to pass through the right channel. You have to sign that particular agreement and do what you are supposed to do. The order is that before you join IPOB, being a member, a qualified member, you must go through the third process from the credo. Those are the order. So for you to disobey the first order, disobey the second one, disobey the third one, and finally say you will not take order from Mars, that is the biggest slap. When they're talking about Mars, this wife insult, that one is a very clear picture of everything that people who believe in Ekberima should look deeply and see that they are all fools. Because this is the wife of our leader. She did not even mention the name of Ekberima that very day. She only used the word exoparasite, and she gave the interpretation of what exoparasite says and what it means and the work. Then Ekberima and his cohort became angry. They pick it up, became angry. Do you know why? Because Ekberima is not seeing IPOB leadership as anything. That is why he will always tell you that I only respect Martin Namdekanu. He said it is only Martin Namdekanu that he respects. That no other person. Doesn't that speak volume to you? If you are respecting only Martin Namdekanu without Mazi Chikedo and the members of the Directorate of State, without Martin Namdekanu. Without Mazo Former in the media department, without Martin Namdekanu. Without the finance department that are people that are bringing money for the movement to the movie, does it really make a forest? It is all these things put together that is the Martin Namdekanu we're talking about. When you bring the department, the media, bring the Director of State, bring the finance department, bring the ESN command, put them together. That is Martin Namdekanu. So now, do you know when this guy shot himself on the leg and his followers still follow him? And because I think the guy was sharing money, because money was shared. I knew about this. Is when he now went to create what he called M branch.
Fake M branch.
He called it Eastern Security Network M branch. This guy even fronted the guys he called M branch on video, showing the whole world. And what this I'm about to call to be listening. He showed the picture and the videos of the people he called M branch to the whole world. Do you know about the CIA? Do you know that some people that are members of CIA in America, their wife doesn't know?
Exactly.
Do you know that MI5 in the United Kingdom, some of the members of family doesn't know that their husband or their brother or their sister are members of MI5. The same thing with the Russian intelligence. Is it KG or whatever they call it? Now, Martin Namdekanu have put this M branch in this struggle for a very long time. M branch is over 8 years old. I'm saying it on a platform so that this guy that called should get sense. I don't want to insult him because he was sounding like someone that is ready to repent and ready to learn. If not, you know me now, I'll be looking insult on him because nobody knew about M branch. You cannot come out now and point to one person and say this is a member of M branch in this struggle. Nobody knew them. Only Martin Namdekanu that knew them. But when I came and showed the whole world this is the M branch, and they were saluting him on video, and he doesn't even know the meaning of M branch. There was a video I did on him, and he watched that video and he got sick for 3 days. So they don't know after watching that video because I watched him claim. I tutored him. I took him in the line of lecture to let him understand that you jump from the window. So you must be, everything you are doing, there must be mistake. So this person that is calling now should understand that for him to come and form another M branch, for him to refuse to take oath from the family unit where he belongs, for him to refuse to, sign the normal paper he was supposed to sign before he broadcast, all these things are put together, shows that he is not a member of IPOB.
Simple.
And that is why he went and said, now he has his own ESN. Ekberima did not form any ESN. Before Martin Namdekanu formed ESN, Martin Namdekanu touched all the whole world. Martin Namdekanu touched the whole world. There was a time Martin Namdekanu traveled to Japan, and the building where Martin Namdekanu was broadcasting from was shaking. Martin Namdekanu Ekberima have not Even in the Finland where he doesn't have a common one coordinator as autopilot coordinator in Finland. No, not one. He doesn't. He has not traveled from Finland to America to go and coordinate or to even preach or to do any town hall meeting. Nothing. Just from nowhere. You want to be a leader. From nowhere. You are the commander of ESN. From nowhere. You are the commander of Eastern Security Network. From nowhere. You are this, you are that. You become the dragon that Martin can raise. So you are the dragon now. From there he becomes ESN. Oh boy. Anybody when they ask questions say, why are you people attacking EPA? Well, that person needs to care. Only to care why you see this why you see a roof millionaire is when just say you see my family also because we are the oh, that could be one because we are arena. Oh, you are Burundi autopilot. So why I'm saying this, putting it in line is because I have a lot, but let me just cut it from here. Let this guy that called you that we're asking all these irrelevant questions, talking like a no, that every step that Ekperima took in this struggle is against Ekperima because he didn't follow the proper channel. And that is why I will keep telling the whole world that Tamon Ekperima is a thief and he's not a member of IPOB. You remember when people were people were saying, did he take oath? Did he take oath? I came out. I spoke about the kind of oath he took. I said the truth. That the oath he took was Adam, my brother, gave him oath. But the normal oath we used to take is you must go to the family member where you belong and take oath from there. But people will be saying, no. He's doing a great job. Which great job are you doing? He's new that win. That person all mother for almost 10 years, 11 years. So that's who does that? You came into the structure, you have to look as the structure has been structured. The movement has been structured. Without the leadership of this movement, brother, forget, we will not go anywhere.
Exactly.
If it is only person that is managing the finance, managing the day in and day out affair, being coordinator in America, being coordinator in Asia, you go there. You see that back here. commander of ESN, commander of M branch here, Dragon.
The Prime Minister of Biafra government in Israel.
Talk about Ekpa. I asked them one question. Ekpa, as a person, did he still acknowledge Martin Nankano as his leader? Inside his heart, no. But nobody born here, he is deceiving them that Martin Nankano is our leader. If Martin Nankano give order, let's sit at home, stop. If you acknowledge him as your leader, you will not come out and still be shouting, sit at home, sit at home. Even if people want to sit at home on their own. Yeah, I see many times that our media gave put up what do you call it? Put up publication acknowledging those people who were sitting at home willingly.
Voluntarily, yes.
He was acknowledging them, telling them people were sitting at home willingly, not to enforce it. But the Ekperima was enforcing it because actually forced Onwe to become a leader. Actually forced Onwe to be whatever he is not. Look at everywhere you go to do alliance. Problem there. The people that you want to say you want to have alliance with and they claiming to be the Biafra spokesperson. Look at the problem in their camp now. They are resigning. Everybody, look at Innocent Oji that he went to have video chat with. Look at what is happening to the man now. My brother, this guy Ekperima is like Buhari. Everyone Buhari is a bad luck. You don't know like a bad luck. I can only use Buhari to qualify Simon Ekperima. So anybody that is a member of Autopilot that listen to this should know that we have 101 reason to deal with this guy mercilessly, both on social media and physically. Up to Tilo, all the organizations in Cape as well. And may follow his day in and day out movement in Finland, in case he doesn't know. Come up here, I follow you. All the songs because you want a woman. Enwere men who choose America, choose London, choose different country, but I'm Finland because of the Ekperima. Let you know. Because people have died because of him. He has killed so many people in this struggle, and he is making money out of the blood of innocent people, and he thinks he will go scot-free. Of all the men meeting, he is doing meeting for me. I was the meeting, almost the Ukuma Zapali became. Meeting, young not married because someone married or more. So thank you very much, my brother. So that person that called, having listened to this, he will, and based on the question you ask him and how you have tutored him out so far, he will know that Ekperima is a harsh work.
Exactly. I believe na ojo to a lot of things down. And here.
Of course. Of course.
Dalu.
Of course. Of course. Thank you very much.
Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I will be drawing the curtain down here. 3 hours, 30 minutes. Echibolu nkayagakwalu na early morning echinine. And I thank every one of you who made out your time to be here with me. I say, may Chukwu Ekabia my guide and protect you all. Please, I will no longer pick call. I have already closed the day. We have spent a lot of time. So please, bear with me. If you want to join me tomorrow. This caller, I will not, okay, let me just say 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Tell us your name and where you are calling from. Your time starts now. 2 minutes. Stop listening to yourself. If you continue listening to yourself, I will cut you off. Hello? Hello? You are not serious. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I'll call it a day. Thank you, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. And I say, remain blessed. No retreat, no surrender. No need of talking too much. We have come to the end of today's program. Until I come your way again, almost here, Biafra. IPOB, one family, IPOB. Those that I did not pick their call, please forgive me. I am sorry. Tomorrow is another day. Prepare. I will come earlier. Thank you and remain blessed.